that. It's just silence for a second. Nothing wants to work. What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to wow, my camera is dark. Yeah, let's see if we can get that fixed. Welcome to Nonsensical Nonsense, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. I'm Glick. As always, you see the other two gentlemen down there on the screen. We got Jeff and Tony. Brand new tonight. Checking out this StreamYard, our new home since half has gone bye-bye. So if you guys aren't already, go ahead and check us out on all social media. At Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You guys can get every single episode on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at. And if you want to watch us live, don't forget, we'll be on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook at Nonsensical Nonsense. If you guys want to check out the merch store, go ahead and check out the merch store if you like. At teespring.com at Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. And you can always email us if you like, right down there at the bottom of the screen, Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast at gmail.com. You can send in your guys' starting fires. You can send us shout outs if you want to give birthday wishes, or if you want to tell stories, or if you want to praise us, or if you just want to roast us. Feel free to roast us if you'd like. That's cool too. Especially if you want to roast the names that start with a T and Jeff on here. A T and a J. T and Jeff. T and Jeff. But anyways,
sorry, Chris's alphabet is really bad.
My alphabet. I don't alphabet very well. I don't alphabet. I don't word. I don't English. I don't do much of anything
Words
very well.
Hard.
I podcast at a slightly below mediocre level, so.
Now I know why we're a dumpster fire.
Smoke, what's going on, brother? But Welcome everybody to the show. Hopefully you guys will enjoy tonight's show. Jeffrey, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I am doing excellent.
Better than Monday?
Oh my God, Monday was horrible.
Nice. Tony, you look like you're awake. You've been awake. Doesn't look like you just woke up. How you
I
feeling?
just woke up. I ain't gonna lie. I just woke up.
Did you?
Yes, I just woke up.
I seen your Facebook post earlier. Are you doing all right? You feeling any better?
I just saw that too.
It was rough today. I'm not gonna lie. It was first couple hours was rough. I just gotta keep it going. I pushed through it though.
Good to go.
These post symptoms are no joke.
There you go.
Hey, I get it. I played that game. It sucks.
I tell
I
everybody.
was gonna say the only one that hasn't gotten it is you, Chris. Correct?
Yeah, no, I haven't had it, and it's crazy because I'm also the only one that has not really changed my lifestyle or anything.
Yeah.
You know, I worked throughout the whole thing, and I drove truck, and well, I didn't drive truck before the truckers get their panties up in a bunch. Calm down, truckers. You're not that special.
Like
Good Lord.
truck.
Yeah. You're not a real truck driver. Well, I'm a better driver than 95% of you. I delivered auto parts, but still, you know, I was traveling all over the state. So, you know, I'm still going to the grocery store and this, that, but I've been quote unquote essential. So since Jump Street. So it's not
essential at birth.
You were an accident that has never been able to be corrected.
It would not surprise me if that was true.
You were a mistake.
I knew it.
You were a mistake that was never able to be corrected. Damn it. But you know, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do, Jeff? But no, fortunately, I have
need
not.
A little light on you, brother.
I know. I'm not getting anything.
That's better. Now you can somewhat see your face. I was gonna say, if you could almost turn around and have that window in front of you, you'd probably have better light.
I wonder if I can.
That's a little better. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, there we go. That's better. All right, perfect. Yeah. Well, as we said backstage before we started the show, I'm obviously not at home tonight. So
obviously,
Are you? I'm really sick. I'm so sick that I'm gonna have to take the next 2 days off.
I'm tired of going to work.
I'm calling in tonight and telling them that I have an eye problem. I can't see myself coming to work the next 2 days.
Nice.
Well, I mean, they told me, I got some sick time and stuff like that, and they're like, if you want to use it, use it.
Yeah, now it's time.
So, and my boss gave me the okay, so I messaged Jody yesterday. And I was like, hey,
I got nothing to do.
I know you got to work. I know you got to work tomorrow. Or I'm calling in sick, so be okay if I come down? She's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mind. Stay your fucking ass home.
Yeah.
And you misconstrued the conversation.
Hey, you know what? Don't laugh at that.
I got it.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yes.
I'm still working on trying to upload stuff and whatnot like that. I've got a few things that I want to do. As far as this goes, I haven't really had a whole lot of time to
play on it a whole lot.
Well, not only that, since with the upgrade,
right? Yeah, because that's right.
Because I upgraded it last night, and then
new and more features unlocked.
Yeah, exactly. And now my computer's not wanting to cooperate with me, so bear with me, guys.
Isn't that always the way, though?
What's the new shit? Huh? No, everything's working fine. It's just I'm trying to do something off screen So, and it's just running a little bit slow. So
yeah, well, yeah, it probably doesn't help that I have 14.
no, it's on my end.
No,
I
I
have.
mean off on my end, but I can switch back and forth while we're live. So you said you had some news, Mr. Blake.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna stop messing around with that.
Use the screen share. Yeah.
No. Well, that's the problem. The screen won't. I don't have anything on my screen other than Podcorn and Teespring dashboard.
Use the screen share.
Yeah.
You see what Smoke said?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I was trying to do. It wasn't loading.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it's
Weird.
It's nothing major. I'll have it. The audio I wanted, I'll have it uploaded on here. But yeah, I figured, there's a lot of stuff going on in news today. There's a lot of craziness. So I figured just right off the rip, jump into news tonight.
Yeah.
Instead of saving it for the third hour. Sound effects are cool, Tony.
Yes.
Sound effects are fun and cool.
Once we get a little bit further into this, Chris will be able to actually show the video.
I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. So listen to this. Okay, listen.
We travel together. But yes. So first and foremost, today is May the 4th. For all you Star Wars fucking nerds and losers.
Hey, may the 4th be with you and
so,
sticking with the sun will shine.
So May the 4th be with you, and then in 2 days we have Revenge of the 6th, and you guys are assholes. That's all I got to say about Star Wars fans. But
you know what? There's very few franchises that get their own holiday. No, not to mention 2.
Yeah. Well, with it being Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you. I'll give you guys a couple little interesting facts about Star Wars. See if you guys knew that. First one that I heard today, I heard it, and that was what gave me the idea. Do you know who convinced Luke Skywalker to take the role?
Who?
Well, that is a good question. I do not know. You talking
Robert
about
Englund.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you know who Robert Englund is, Jeff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Englund? That's Freddy Krueger.
Exactly.
Yeah. He convinced Skywalker to take that role.
Well, not Skywalker, but he convinced
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. Thank you, John.
The Joker?
Yeah, Mark Hamill is Joker.
Yeah, he didn't do anything else. He was only Joker. He was also Trickster on The Flash. Speaking of The Flash, shout out to The Flash. Wearing my Death of Flash t-shirt.
Let's kill you.
That Mark Hamill didn't do anything else. He wasn't Luke Skywalker, was he really?
Let's kill your ignorance. Definitely, Mark Hamill is Luke Skywalker.
Stop messing with the banners, Jeffrey.
They're fun to play with.
Yeah, well, there's one for you. How's that to play with? How's that to play with? I'll take your privileges away from. Yeah, I heard that today, and I was like, well, there's an idea since it is May the 4th, and I do know Jeff, you're a Star Wars fan, and Tony, I know you're not the biggest fan, but you do enjoy the movies. We've talked about it.
I'm pretty much from the first 3 movies. After that, people kind of.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same boat as you,
I'm
Tony.
the old school Star Wars. I'm one of the original Star Wars.
However, that Han Solo movie was dope.
Han Solo was dope. Rogue One was dope.
Mandalorian's really good.
Mandalorian is the shit. Boba Fett is no joke. Clone Wars is one of the best cartoons ever made. If you've never seen Clone Wars, that's one of the best cartoons ever made.
Well, speaking of Boba Fett,
yeah.
Do you know where he first appeared?
The guy that played Boba Fett?
No, the character.
The character Boba Fett?
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't Empire Strikes Back.
It wasn't in one of the movies.
Wait, Boba Fett shows up in a different franchise?
No. Most people believe that the legendary bounty hunter Boba Fett first appeared in the 80s Empire Strikes Back. But hardcore fans know it happened a little earlier than that. It was a Star Wars holiday special in 1978.
Oh, the Christmas special.
And they'd be wrong there too.
Oh, really?
Because his history goes back even a little bit farther. The first time anyone's seen Boba Fett was in September of 78 during a county fair parade in California. The townspeople were only lucky enough.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, the townspeople there, it was San in Selmo County Country Fair there in California. They were lucky enough to get an advanced look at what would become one of Star Wars' most loved baddies because they shared the zip code with 52 Parkway, the original headquarters of Lucasfilms.
Oh, yeah.
So
well, I was never a big fan of Boba Fett, the character.
To be a big fan, it's
Like,
I mean,
he's like a knockoff version of the Rocketeer.
who?
Let's be honest. Of
the Rocketeer, but the Rocketeer movie came out like 30 years later.
I mean, they're basically the same character.
No.
So would the Rocketeer be a knockoff of Boba Fett?
Technically, yes, but if you go by timeline, the Rocketeer takes place in the 40s. So.
Oh my God! But we're not going by timeline. We're going by when the actual fucking thing came out because.
But I'm just saying that Boba Fett is like.
Because technically, nobody knows exactly the time frame because Star Wars was from in a galaxy far, far, far away.
Yeah, exactly. This
you know, it could have been way before. You don't know, buddy. Well, one of
Spaceballs yesterday, so my brain is on that.
Yeah,
so.
one of our favorite actors who was in the Star Wars movies, Mr. Sam Jackson, on his lightsaber during the shooting of the movie. He had his lightsaber engraved with a curse word. I think we can all guess what that curse word is.
Also, his lightsaber being purple was the first non-green or blue lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
Or red. Sorry. Forgot about red. He actually went to Lucas and said, dude, I got to have a different color. I'm cool. In not so many words.
Yeah.
And being Sam Jackson, I'm sure George Lucas is like, dude, whatever you want. What color do you want, man?
I think. They were blue or red, yeah.
Yeah, it was blue, red, or green.
Mm-hmm.
Or blue, red, or green.
I don't have a dog in that fight. I can't say otherwise. I don't know. So I know there were. I know
commentary of the one he's in.
I know there was. As I said, I know there was blue, red, and green, but I didn't know if there was any other colors other than.
What's up? Give permission to your Facebook thing. I don't remember how to do it, so that we can see your screen name. Whoever said what's up.
If you're listening on Facebook, if you go to what the hell?
I was going to say, send me that link and I'll go ahead and throw it up on the Facebook fan page so we can, people can give Facebook permission to show their screen name on. Yeah,
if you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, it'll ask for permission and then you can give it permission. And then your Facebook.
Cam. That's Cam right there.
I know who it is just by his comments. You're fucking whack. But,
hey, Debbie.
What's up, Debbie?
Yeah.
Or
something else. The first Star Wars almost caused an actual war.
Really?
Yeah, to create the barren desert planet of Tatooine. Isn't that where Luke or Anakin or whatever was from?
That's where Luke's from, yes.
Okay. Lucas found the perfect setting in Tanzania. What he didn't account for was how even a little movie production could lead to socio-political tensions between Tanzania. I don't know why I can say it fine the first time, and then the second time I fuck it up. It shares a border with Libya, which at the time was ruled by Muammar Gaddafi. And reportedly, the Tanzanian government received threats from Gaddafi, warning that conflict was inevitable if they did not remove the military vehicle from the Libyan border. Well, the military vehicle in question, it was a Jawa sandcrawler.
Exactly. which was basically cardboard and some tracks.
Mhm. Yeah, right.
You said maybe in Libya.
Tanzania.
Tanzania.
No, it's Tanzania.
Tunisia. It's
Or
Tunisia.
Tunisia,
Was
whatever.
it Tunisia? Oh, I'm not reading. I'm just guesstimating.
It's not America. I don't fucking care.
It sounds so. I don't know what the word for it is.
God forbid I screw up a word. Act like it's the first time I screwed something up.
You sound like so many people that I meet here.
Yeah.
I'm just like, really?
Yeah, really. But a little Chewy fact for you: when they were filming in Northern California for Star Wars, they had to protect the character in his costume from bear hunters.
Yeah,
Well,
no, they're in the fucking woods.
Yeah, Chewy. Isn't that what
They're
it's?
in the fucking woods.
Yeah, they were.
You know,
They were in the redwood forest.
I would actually thought they would have been protecting him from people thinking he's fucking Bigfoot.
Sir Alec Guinness.
Yes, he played.
Who? Yeah.
He wasn't
He was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes, he's the original Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He hates Star Wars.
Oh yeah, he hated it. He thought it was stupid and it wouldn't go nowhere. But
He
was
was-
like,
he was-
he's like, all right, okay.
He was a Shakespearean actor.
Mhm.
So he said that the script and the lines and the everything like that was rubbish.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah, but they
And
paid
most
his
actors
nuts,
didn't
and he
like a
was
lot of
all
what was
right, man.
going on the silver screen back then.
Yeah.
But yes.
In Return of the Jedi,
Uh-huh.
nobody at any point actually said the word Ewok. Go rewatch the movie if you don't believe us. Not
I've seen
once.
it at least 40 times. I'm thinking I got a problem with that statement.
The name is used in the
Notice
script. A stage direction reads, a strange little furry face with a huge black eyes comes slowly into view. The creature is an Ewok by the name of Wicket, but that is it.
No, because they call him Han Solo calls him the little guy.
Mhm.
I have a funny story that Mark Hamill tells that at the end of when he finds out Vader's his father. Spoiler alert. And he's like, the line is like, I knew your father. And
Why was Joker in Star Wars?
And nobody knew. There's only 3 people that knew, and it was like the editor, Lucas, and Hamill are the only people that knew that Vader was Luke's father. And during the screening, it comes up, and he's like, "I'm your father," and Harrison Ford leaps forward, and is like, "What the fuck, kid? Why didn't you tell me this?"
Nice. Cam, we don't talk about Star Wars, but it's May 4th. It's Star Wars Day, and I know these guys are both fans of Star Wars, so it's
fun facts day. Dan.
it's
Yeah.
it's trending. But Chewbacca's voice is a mixture of badger, lion, seal, and walrus.
That's an interesting combo.
Yeah, right?
Seriously.
Seriously.
Oh well, you know the sound the lightsabers make though too. It's
Don't y'all ever
creepy weird.
call me a nerd or anything that I love ever fucking again.
Who are you talking about? I don't know any of this stuff. I don't even know.
No, Chris is.
I'm a
really
Star
reading-
Wars fan. I don't know none of this stuff.
Right?
Actually, you know the sound of the lightsabers is actually a support cable on a radio tower, and dude hitting it with a wrench and recording.
Well,
Tell her we said hey. Tell her we said hey, Glick.
who?
Who just brought you something to eat?
She didn't bring me anything today. She's snacking.
Oh, she's
You
snacking?
got your earbuds in. Can you hear him? Yeah, she heard you. She
Oh.
said, fuck you, Jeff.
Hey, Mrs. Officer.
Seriously, dude, we need to talk about the
I'm
fucking
eating my popcorn.
Look at this.
Popcorn. That's what I'm talking.
Nice.
What
Cheddars and cream popcorn. It's like
Oh,
fucking
I'm fucking
crap.
in, dude.
Dude, it's so good. Costco has. I've never had it before.
I love
Hey, Zadie.
strawberry and cream.
But
So I'd be in.
Yeah, she brought that out when I got here. She's like, "You ever have this?" I was like, "What the hell?" And I started eating it, and it was like instant crack.
You know, you're on your third bag.
Yeah, right. But during the filming of The Empire Strikes Back, Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford would party with Monty Python and the Rolling Stones.
That's just dope. I don't care who you are. I mean, that's a reason to be in the Star Wars movie
right
there.
Because I have, basically because I can. I have time that I need to use before my last day next week. So
you might actually trim that beard a little bit once it gets more comfortable.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm not trimming my beard. I'm growing it out. It ain't going anywhere.
Oh, by the way, did you see the beard videos I put up on what was it, Monday's episode? Somebody mentioned that beard video.
Yeah.
I put that on Facebook along with 2 others that had me dying, dude.
Well, and I got one more little fact for you, a little fun fact for you guys on Star Wars, and we can get off this Star Wars bullshit because it's killing me. But do you guys know what Yoda's name was originally going to be, or was Yoda's original name was?
Nope.
Well, you know what Yoda's last name is?
What?
There's a fact you don't know, Tony. Yoda's last name.
Yoda's last name?
Is Laihu. As in Yoda Laihu.
I was going to tell you to turn your mic up. I just changed my mind. Don't worry about it.
Well, no, in the original script, Yoda's name was going to be Buffy.
Buffy?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Wow, can you imagine? I'm hanging out with Buffy.
You know what?
That's where my mind went too. I was like, so she was being played by Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. Get rid of that.
Hey, Sadie, what's up?
So off of Star Wars, something a little bit more cooler, in my opinion. Tony might agree with me a little bit.
You're gonna start talking about sports.
Jeff isn't gonna give a rat's ass about this at all.
It's gotta be sports.
I knew as soon as I was excluded from that conversation.
But the NFL announced their international schedule today. They got 3 games over in London: Vikings and Saints, and Tottenham. In October, what is that week 4, and then week 5 are the Giants and Packers. In Tottenham, week 6 is Jacksonville and Denver, and Wembley Stadium. Mexico City is going to host the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers.
Jesus.
When is that? Because I'm going to be in Guadalajara soon. So
I don't know the date on that because they announced that one last. And for a first time, the 5th and final international game this year between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on November 13th will be in Munich, Germany.
Oh, wow.
At the home of the FC Bayern Munich, their soccer team.
I'm glad you mentioned what team it was. I had no clue.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it's that's a new destination for their international football games.
I did. I think I heard something the other day about a game being in Mexico City.
Well, they started that a few years back.
They've been there before.
I know, but now that I know about it, I can actually.
They started going to Mexico like 5 years ago, but then the 2 years ago because of COVID they didn't do it, and then last year's game got canceled because of the field conditions. Oh, okay. Something happened down there weather-wise or some shit, and the field was all jacked up.
I thought there was a viral scare with the food or some shit 1 year.
Yeah, COVID 2 years ago, like when the
not COVID. No, there was something else. Somebody got sick down there. I forgot who the hell that was.
Oh, I don't know. I know, like when the pandemic hit that first season, they canceled all the international games.
Right.
But I mean, I think this is the 5th or 6th year that they would have been in Mexico.
Right.
But they're going back with the Cardinals and 49ers. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that, obviously London it's a huge hit
of football, American football all over the world. So
it's a
chance to actually see a game live. Yeah,
it's been a huge hit in London.
Yes.
Mexico has kind of adopted the California teams as their teams.
Really?
or NFC West, AFC West teams, basically. And now they're adding Germany into the mix. But I mean, it's huge in London. They love it. And that's why they talked about putting a franchise out there. But they said they couldn't do it unless they added more than one team because
Yeah,
they had a whole league in Europe.
At least.
What happened to that
No,
league?
no, they want to do NFL in Europe.
NFL,
But they had NFL like football over there. The Euro.
Yeah, the Euro League, kind of like the NBA had the Euro League.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they wanted actual NFL teams like to play the regular 16, well, I guess 17 game season.
Too much.
But it's too much travel, so they needed to justify it by having more than one team.
Yeah,
Right.
Because
London soon.
You'd have to have a team from like 4 or 5, at least minimum like 2 or 3 different countries to do international games.
But
Make it worth the while.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
But it's one of those things. I think it's really cool that the NFL is that big, and that's why you got fired from your top 10 list, Jeffrey.
That's fine.
Because you tried saying that the NFL wasn't even ranked as a.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Back me up. Is soccer
Canceled.
more universally accepted worldwide?
Is what?
Soccer not more universally accepted worldwide? See?
Yes.
And then who said anything about accepted? You said your top 10.
But the top 10 I listed put cricket as number 1. And cricket's huge in India, but which I didn't.
Cricket is huge globally, but I think soccer is bigger.
I do too. But
I think soccer.
The one
Your
I
mic is
read,
low, Jeff, for real. Your mic.
Yeah, but when you do a top 10 list of top 10 most watched American sports, and the NFL is number 9 or 10 or whatever it was, and cricket, golf, and soccer were the top 3.
In the United States?
Yes. Canceled. No, your list was in America. Was American. Canceled.
Settings.
Canceled. That's why Jeff got fired.
There's that better?
Yes.
Yeah. Go down in settings and adjust your mic level. Mine was really low.
Gotcha.
In other news,
I got to smoke. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. In other news, Jeffrey, we'll bring you back into the conversation. Hopefully, this doesn't go fucking sideways, but we'll see. Because I forget that I work with teenage boys.
I thought you were talking about real life. I didn't realize you were talking about podcasts, but go ahead.
Yeah. AdamandEve.com ask, what's your favorite sex position? So they compared questions, the same questions that they asked 10 years ago. They ask them again. And it says, while much has changed over the past 10 years, most adults still prefer good old missionary position when it comes to lovemaking. In 2011, when they first asked, 32% of the responders preferred missionary, while in 2021, there was 23% of the respondents preferred missionary. Coming in second on the list was I love how they word this.
Second.
How they word this. Rear entry or doggy was chosen.
Rear entry.
Not anal.
No, I know what you meant, but I'm just saying.
Rear entry can mean both.
Well, they can mean both, but rear entry or doggy in 2011 was chosen by 23% of the poll. How
do you want it? How does it feel?
No, sorry. 23% in 2011 and 18% of the respondents in 2021. Cowgirl or female on top?
Yeah, I do kind of prefer.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Oh shit!
In 2011, it was 22%, and in 2021, it had dropped down to 12%.
Okay.
What in the world is that?
Charlie Brown.
My phone's ringing.
Yeah.
That is the most ridiculous ringtone. That ringtone is 20
It's
years old.
Zoom's automatic. You can't change the ringtone that I know of.
Okay, back to the sexual positions. Tell me how you want. Do you want to listen to
What's that?
the headboard, in the back with your face in the
Yes.
pillow? You can yell as loud as you want, girl.
Tony says,
Do
surprise!
you want it over here? Do you want it over there? Do you want it in your pussy? Do you want it in your ass? I can give you anything you can handle. Freakily. Sorry. Oh, that's my jam, boy.
Oh man. But
It's a bit. Buy another bitch.
yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah. Cowgirl or girl on top was 22% in 2011 and 12% in 2021. Spooning or side-by-side position was preferred by 6% in 2011 and only 2% in 2021. In reverse cowgirl
Oh, I got some stories for.
was 4%. Hey, come here. Was 4% in both 2021.
Side by side, spooning position I find hard. It's too
Spooning
difficult.
position a lot of women love.
I find it a little too difficult.
I am a very big fan of cowgirl, reverse, or normal. I like.
I do too. Because it takes a lot of work out of it. I'm lazy in all aspects, just so you know.
I only get a pussy like, oh my another bitch, because I ain't drunk enough to do that. I don't do that.
He's a liar. Who did what?
She talking about that song I was singing. That was Freaky by Petey Pablo.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
All the women, they were like, he lied. I mean, we did broadcast, and he said, I know he lied. I know he lied. You talk about it too damn much. Liar, see? All the Facebook comments aren't coming all the way through, but it's all good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got one of them in those comments, and I see two up here.
Yeah, they were working
Earlier.
Yeah, they were working fine earlier. Or not earlier, but the last time we were on here.
Really?
Pretty face with the cute lips. You ain't got a tongue and you know what to do.
Jesus, you're still singing that song.
Adam Cowgirl, that's right.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Thought she lose a fucking mind.
No, I'm all about that. Go ahead, jump on top, do his thing. I ain't mad at you.
You gotta do lay back like this. Hey, girl.
Well, I ain't laying back.
Think about baseball.
I ain't laying back like nothing. I'm enjoying the show.
Good fucking song.
I'm getting my ab workout in because I'm laid up watching the show.
Right.
When they go in there, you feel bleach.
Bleaks in.
That's it, boy. That's it. Go ahead, girl. There you go. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're dogs. Fuck y'all.
I gotta get like I said, I gotta enjoy the show too.
But there was a time back in the day where, you know, when we all were first getting some, that it didn't matter what positions as long as we got some.
Exactly. Sorry.
And
That part of me will never go
there's
away.
somewhat times where it's still like that.
I was gonna say,
I can still get some. I'm ready.
When push comes to shove, let's just get to the motherfucking point. Worry about that soap opera shit later.
Yeah, I don't. I ain't worried about, you know, we'll do what we got. We'll get there organically. I ain't worried about. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Been missionary. Now we got to go rear entry. Ding dong.
Surprise! Wait, what?
Okay, now cowgirl. Now reverse it. All right, time out. I got to get a drink of water. I ain't worried about all that. You know, everything will happen organically, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
I do have to say, when you're getting close, that's when it's time to change positions because you get that few seconds of cool down.
Nope. Right. There's a lot. Just let it go.
No.
Fire the cannons!
Something about lasting a little bit longer.
Well, yeah, I have no problems with lasting longer, but some of us also can fire the cannons and still go. So.
Oh no, I can too. I don't carry a cannon. I carry a 6-shooter. I can keep going all night. Just give me 30 seconds to reload.
Jesus. I hesitated bringing that up. Anyway,
I know you did. I'm trying to keep quiet.
in other news,
The song says enough for me.
yes, I just let I don't need to put all my business out there.
I feel a need to mention the song from Ludacris.
Yeah, that's what I like that one.
That's that one.
Oh,
no, I don't feel like I need to talk about my performance, what I can and can't do. I just need to.
Not to mention, you have mixed company there with you that can easily reach out and smack you.
No, I've just never really been one to put all my business out there.
No, you're not. And I get in trouble when I do. So
there she is.
Particular set of skills.
I have decent enough sex. Just saying.
I have said that. I didn't get in trouble. It was true. That was confirmed.
Oh boy.
But in other news,
yes,
out in Rome, I'm gonna let you guys try to guess why this is happening. But in Rome, residents have imposed a curfew, stating that all residents have to be in a nightly curfew. That all residents need to be in their homes by 8:30 p.m. every night.
Why?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm not in Rome.
That's why I said I'm going to let you guys guess, and then I'll tell you. Play along, Tony.
Rome, priesthood. No, I would have to probably say maybe a gang or something like that. Maybe
It's got something to do with what's going on with the war over there.
Yeah, well,
there's a war in Rome.
Their war is going to impact a lot of Eastern to Middle Europe.
Yeah.
Well, Jeffrey, you're on the right path.
Yes.
As far as the gang.
I'm smart.
Residents in several neighborhoods in northern Rome have imposed a nightly curfew after a spat of attacks by wild packs of boars.
Fuck that. I'll just carry a shotgun around and call it a fucking day.
You've apparently never seen a wild boar in your life.
Wow, boy,
No,
you need
I
more
have.
than one shot on the shotgun.
You're not dropping a wild, not a full size wild boar. You're not.
It takes like damn near a double barrel twice to put it.
I hit one in a delivery. I hit one in a delivery truck when I worked for Aaron's, and it got up and laughed at me and flipped me off. I was doing 55.
It stole the truck. God damn it.
He took my truck.
What's scary is how smart they are, from what I'm hearing.
Well,
They
no,
are
apparently
very smart.
they can outsmart you. Like more than one of them, they will figure out a way to
These so
get you.
damn
And
thick, little fuckers will run.
And they are fast and they are extremely aggressive.
Yes.
I wanted to when I lived in Charleston because you could go boar hunting. I never got the opportunity. I still want to one day. But talking to guys, the meat is delicious. But talking to the guys that go and hunt them, you shoot it. You don't walk up on that bitch. When is that? You shoot it again. You double, Zombieland.
Double tap.
Zombieland double tap. You double tap that motherfucker. I've talked to a couple of guys that said they walked up on one after they shot it twice with like a buckshot, and that fucker still got up and charged them.
Well, there's your problem.
Or not buckshot, deer slug, like a slug. Yeah, like a slug, not buckshot.
Buckshot. You might just asked him.
Yeah, no, I meant slug. Yeah, I meant a slug. Yeah, a slug. So.
Evil, smart, and solid as a rock. Yeah, I've been hearing them damn pigs. Wild pigs ain't no joke.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty little creatures.
That's fucked up.
She's in a most recent encounter. I don't know why this sounds funny to me. A woman said, "A boar was on top of my head." After she was pushed to the ground during an attack Sunday night, the incident prompted residents of
Freakily.
Right? Suck this little poor dick.
Oh.
This
But,
is my favorite position.
Poker style.
Yeah, right? Surprise.
I call it the Porky Pig. Ah.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll get this late.
Exactly. Get it. Hey, get it when you can get it.
I'm just saying. They have 30-minute orgasms. You in trouble.
Yeah,
You are, yeah. You too.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
It's a deliverance in that ass.
from my FFA days, I remember hearing that a pig's dick is like corkscrew shaped
hmm.
and extremely long, but thin, like a pencil.
Yeah. Well, anybody
They're like a foot long when they come out.
Anybody who's ever worked on a hog farm or
Yeah,
raised hogs or anything like that. I mean, my uncle had hogs. I've worked on pig farms and stuff.
I got nothing to do with pig's dick, sorry.
Well, it's not like you're just hanging out. It's not like you're hanging out looking at it, but
yeah, it's not like I'm sitting in the barn going, "Oh, look at that." It's corkscrew shaped.
But when you try to breed them,
they come around the corner at you. No, but like when I took FFA in high school because it was an easy A, all you had to do was show up. But we had to have a project, and the simplest project was to raise hogs, and then you sell them at the fair. And I may have spent $1,000, but made 10.
Ducks.
My wife's still mad at me for it. Because she's like, how can you raise them pigs?
Stady, StreamYard can go to everybody, regardless of depending on what you pay for as far as the subscription. If you got the free StreamYard, you can go to one platform. I got it for free. I can go to one platform more.
Yeah, they have. It is very, very long, thin, and rigid, and has glands shaped like a corkscrew.
Yeah,
and I believe ducks are the same way. And when ducks mate, it is very violent. It is basically rape.
Nice. I
Says
say
Jeff.
nice. I mean, that's fucked up.
But
don't they also like don't ducks have in the sky? Don't ducks have sex while in flight?
Say what?
Don't ducks have sex while in flight?
No, that's love.
I know there's a certain bird that has sex while in flight.
That's
falcons. Falcons will go up to like 1,000 feet, start having sex while falling, and right as they finish, they'll fly off like 10 feet from the ground. I know I don't know if it's actually falcons, but there's a bird that does
a high intensity rush. That's a high intensity rush. That's the height in orgasms. Okay.
I mean, I didn't die because it takes me a little longer than a fall from 10,000 or from 1,000 feet.
If I'm falling, I'm gonna get that motherfucker, man.
Hey, if you're gonna go. but I did read that. I read that somewhere.
What? Look, I canceled.
Mile high bird, yeah, exactly. No, but can you imagine, like,
Mile high bird game?
Can you imagine falling? Like, I didn't nut. We're 10 feet from the ground.
I gotta try that one day.
Sauce. Look, man.
It was just my luck. You busting the shit shoot back at your ass.
That or somehow go up into your parachute and fuck your parachute up somehow.
Exactly. The comments, we can see it on StreamYard. You're on Twitch, so you can't see them, Sadie. Eleanor's already talking about she saw a squirrel attacking a duck. That had to be funny as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I got
Smoke said Mile High Bird Gang. Facts.
Hey, I'm just saying, you want to talk about a rush. Well, did you ever see the movie, the original Crash with James Spader? It's about people having sex in a car as it's crashing. Like they get car up to speed and then climb in the back seat.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's a completely weird, retarded movie.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but
that's when you won't finish.
Well, you better finish because you gonna go to heaven right after.
Fancy car.
Sadie, you can go over to YouTube. I think that's where Smoke and Eleanor is. We're on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook.
Squirrels are assholes. I gotta agree. Squirrels and chipmunks, they some shit.
Squirrels are fucked up. Squirrels will fuck with you just to fuck with you.
Yeah, they do.
They don't give a shit.
They don't.
Because there's like 13 million of them. They don't give a shit.
That's right.
You know, in LA, it's illegal to feed squirrels.
I don't went to jail.
I think, in all honesty, it should be illegal to feed squirrels every fucking where.
I know. I don't know. I don't fault you for that.
She said, "I'm not getting into heaven."
But for you guys, I do a fucking story about wild boars attacking people, and leave it to you two to turn it into animal sex talk.
No, it's a.
I was talking about pigs fucking with corkscrew dicks. Don't blame me.
You can do the same thing on YouTube.
What's that?
Yeah, see, no, YouTube won't minimize. Twitch will minimize. You can do the other apps while it's still going. I know what she's talking about. I like that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you can.
But last thing I got news. This is probably, and I saved it for last because it's the main event. It's probably the biggest thing in news today. If you haven't heard about it, I don't know what the fuck planet you're living on.
Well, Tony's taking a nap, so he might not have heard about it.
Tony heard about it. Trust me, everybody's been talking about it all day long.
I literally just heard about it right before the show, and I didn't even pay much attention because I was thinking that's got to be fake.
No. So Dave Chappelle was performing a stand-up Tuesday evening. Chappelle performed at the Hollywood Bowl Theater in Los Angeles on Tuesday evening as part of the Netflix. The Netflix is a joke comedy festival. Chris Rock had also performed at the event and came on stage after the incident to ask if that was Will Smith. So a fan jumped up on stage and tried to tackle Dave Chappelle because he got mad at whatever it was mad at a joke that Chappelle had made. Now, mind you, people seem to sleep on Dave Chappelle and think he's a little guy.
He ain't no more.
No, he's not.
He's not a little dude. So
he ain't the skinny dude from the Chappelle show. Y'all better stop this stupid shit.
So this fucking jackoff jumping up on stage, tried to tackle Chappelle. Chappelle just kind of was just like, whatever, bitch. And then this guy proceeded to get his ass beat by security. I think Jamie Foxx got involved. They stopped this motherfucker. There's video and picture afterwards.
I didn't see the video of dude running on stage, but I kind of strolled past it.
Yeah. Well, if
his arm was all fucked up.
Well, if you didn't, I have.
His arm was fucked up.
You got it. You can show it to us.
I'm going to try to.
I just saw somebody sliding across the stage in the TikTok video I just saw.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, wow, that's fucked up.
So here's the video. You guys see it?
No, hold on, wait. Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
Behind me on the DJ table is one of the
most pause. Try and hit the other one.
Never presented the mighty man.
Well, now it won't let me do anything.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There it goes.
Okay. Why'd you tell me to pause it?
Because I was saying you put it on theater. You got it. Go ahead and press play.
No, he was waiting for you to put it on theater.
Okay.
Make some noise for hip hop history.
The fucker was quick though. For a minute,
Yeah,
he got away from everybody.
He wasn't going
Dave didn't know what the hell was going on for a second.
No, he blindsided him. But initially, he just shrugs him off, like, what the fuck?
He didn't knock Dave down, though.
Dave went back there afterwards, got him a piece. Too.
Dave went down, yeah.
I am going to kill that.
Yes.
Wait, I gotta see this.
That's right. He would go get him a piece of this shit.
They're beating his ass.
He beat his ass. Oh
yeah. Dave's like, let me get it flinging. Dave just say stomp him?
That sounds like somebody said.
I don't know if it was the guy holding the camera or if it was Dave saying stomp him.
Thank God that was clumsy. He's back there getting stomped.
Deservedly so.
Where did that come from?
Right. You came around the audience.
Thank you, son. It was
You know, ever since Will Smith got up on stage, everybody thinks it's cool to come up and swat motherfuckers.
And did you see where Chris Rock came up there afterwards?
Yeah,
No.
so I guess Chris Rock came out, made a comment, and said, "Was that Will Smith?" Jamie Foxx was supposedly involved with it as well.
The security on the backside, yeah, he was bad. He brought him out. There's a video with that too.
Yeah, Will Smith fucked up concerts and shit for everybody because everybody thinks they could go up and slap somebody, and they're all going to get their asses beat one way or another.
Dave Chappelle came back out, thanked actor Jamie Foxx for helping to protect him with the attacker. Dave Chappelle said, "Whenever you're in trouble, Jamie Foxx will show up in a sheriff's hat."
Yeah.
He added that he had stomped the person backstage, saying that's always what he wanted to do. I was watching that shit today.
But there's pictures and video of the person who who attacked Dave, and he was on a stretcher and he's handcuffed. Dude, his fucking arm, they from one of the reports that they were saying, like, they didn't dislocate his shoulder. They ripped that son of a bitch clean out the fucking socket. So his arm was all twisted up. His hand was broken. His one eye was all swollen up. And they beat the fuck out of this dude. But I mean, yeah, at the end of the day.
Well, at the end of the day, you get what you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you paid all this money to get in to see whoever was there besides
Dave, that
beautiful
being footage.
And you get your dumb ass up there and then A, get your ass beat, B, get kicked out, C, go to jail.
Well, the problem is, a lot of what the problem is in the culture that we live in today and the society that we have created, is these motherfuckers are so used to sitting behind keyboards and talking all their bullshit. I mean, we see it. It just, the former apps, you see it all the time with people.
Yeah.
There's no consequences, so they're not worried about what's going to happen.
First of all, hold the fuck up. I know you did not put Monchi on my shit.
Yes, I did. I did it a while back. I was waiting for you to see it, notice.
It's your non-spelling ass.
I know how to spell it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's MACHICHI.
I don't have administrative controls, you bastards.
I tried to.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I don't know, but if Jeff don't know how to act, he's gonna lose his.
That was funny.
Ass on his.
Oh, you wish.
But no. So we've created a society where people, they say and do whatever they want. And they don't fear consequences, and then they act a fool in public. And now because more than likely, what's going to happen?
More than likely, he's going to play the victim. Mm-hmm. That he was offended and blah blah blah. And at the end of the day,
that video footage, he's got no case.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got no case.
Well, that's just good. That's going to be his excuse.
Exactly.
That Dave Chappelle is transphobe or whatever they're calling Dave lately, and the judge is going to be like, "Sit your stupid ass down. Go to jail."
Depends about what kind of judge you get. The judge might be like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Dave Chappelle, give him $3 million."
Yeah, good point. But
and
if
then that motherfucker,
they'll say, "Sit your $5 ass down before I make change."
And let that motherfucker win a court suit, and then he's gonna come up and end up on the back of a milk carton. Is what's gonna happen to him.
Yep. No,
because
Dave's got fans.
Dave's gangster as fuck.
On top of the fact Dave being gangster.
Yeah, but no, it's just crazy. And like I said, we talked about the Mike Tyson incident a couple weeks ago.
Stupid.
Again, Mike was cool as hell with you. Took a picture with you. Was nice to you, and then you want to keep fucking with him, and then you're surprised that you got your ass beat. Like you're surprised that he. And in all honesty, be thankful that he held back and he had the composure and the stability to hold back, and he didn't hit you with as much as he could have, because he could have cracked your fucking skull wide open.
Well, not only that, old Mike didn't have enough space on that plane to actually really get a good swing in.
I don't think it matters with Mike. I think if you wanted to crack
I think Mike's kind of like that. He can dominate with a 3-inch punch.
I was gonna say, if you go watch some video and footage of him on the heavy bag with it showing off his speed last year, and he was right in on that bag and just and that was power behind that, because the guy that was holding the bag, he was knocking him back, and Tyson was right up on top of that bag. So I don't think that room, he wasn't worried about the room.
But I think it's going to take like maybe 10, 15 people to play stupid games, win stupid prizes before people will start realizing maybe we shouldn't jump on stage and act like a fucking fool.
Maybe.
Because it's going to be.
How long
as a society, we're stupid people.
How long is it? And not that I'm, I oppose or anything like this, because I'm totally for these new laws.
Yeah.
But, like Ohio, we're going to, you don't have to have a permit to conceal carry or anything like that. 100% legal to carry whenever, however you want.
Well, apparently California and New York are the hardest place to get guns.
But
legally.
Yeah. But how long until one of these jackasses just shoots somebody on stage, or somebody on stage fucking shoots them?
You brought that up. That's a scary thought right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's somewhat terrifying that you go to a concert and be like, I'm gonna go fucking see Dave Chappelle. Damn, that dude's got a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that dude just shot Dave.
That's what happened to Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah.
Years ago up here in Columbus at the concert venue.
But you also have to remember,
old boy jumped up on stage and shot him dead.
Yeah, but you also have to remember that with that new law, that people need to remember that they're not the only one carrying a gun.
No, exactly. Well, that's what I said. It's we're on the verge of a new Wild Wild West, which I'm fine with.
Well, no, but at the end of the day, are you more or less likely to act like an asshole if everybody's got a gun?
Well, there was a comedian that broke down gun laws a few months back, and he said, "You go say you go into a bank and you rob a bank, or somebody comes into the bank. You're in the bank. There's 80 people in there, and 80 people don't have a gun, and one guy comes in and robs the bank. He's got a gun, so he has control of 80 people. You reverse it. You give us our rights. You stop trying to take our guns away. Guy comes in to rob the bank. There's 80 guns pointed at him. Who's in control?"
Yep, he just lost that battle.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think it matters. At
the end of the day, a 22 can take you down.
If you go into a bank by yourself, it don't matter what gun you have when 80 people point 80 guns at you.
No, but I mean, even
I think you're going to lose. You might take a couple of them with you.
Granny carrying a 22 and a stun gun, you fucked.
Yeah.
If I got the right gun, there's 20 of them coming with me. Just so you know.
But no, it's like I said, I've said it several times. We're on the verge, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Wild Wild West mentality. I got a problem.
Huckleberry. That's going to become a thing again. Is like if it does become the Wild Wild West, everybody's like, "Come on, I'm your Huckleberry. I'm faster to draw than you." Yeah. Or it'll end up being like in Don't Be a Menace to South Central while you're drinking. You just do we have a problem? Dude's got that fucking missing.
Exactly. Some along them lines. But
I saw a clip that the other day and I was dying.
It is what it is. I think be right back. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna go ahead and grab a real quick break. Got a little blacktop mojo for you guys. Let's see how this works out for me. A little bit of that. There you guys go. You need to know the name of the band. Blacktop Mojo down there at the bottom of the screen. So I was uploading these right before the show came on. That's one of the reasons we kind of got a late start. That's on me. But hopefully this will work. This is, I told you guys the other day, they dropped a new video last Wednesday. And it's their first ever animated video. So a little Blacktop Mojo with Jealousy. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. Take a little break.
Inside on the outside, dead, dumb and tongue-tied. Oh, hey there, young man, what's wrong with you now? You're sitting silent, you don't make a sound. Longing for one time, her eyes might meet mine. Oh, she looks up in here and smiles so bright. She never saw me as they both went by. Jealousy, it's killing me. I'm drinking poison, hoping I don't choke. Across the room, I feel so alone now. Jealousy, jealousy. Why can't she see? Why him, not me? Oh, they dance round the room and she holds them close. If I think it loud enough, do you think she'll know? Jealousy, it's killing me. I'm drinking poison, hoping not to choke. Across the room, I feel so alone now. Jealousy, jealousy. Every night I see his blood there in my dreams. 1,000 times now that I've murdered him in make-believe, eaten alive by these desires that I hold deep. The ache that lingers on and on and on and just won't leave.
Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the first hour. We are back. I like the video share feature.
I do too.
Seems to work out pretty smoothly. The only problem is I couldn't get one of the videos I was trying to download tonight. But nonetheless, welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense. I'm Glick, also known as the GOAT. We got Jeffrey in the house, also known as the ex-wife. And Tony's here, aka got him. Apparently, Jeff is changing
shit. Oh, wait till I get my controls. Oh, sweet Jesus!
I know.
Sweet
I was gonna say
Jesus.
I went full screen here, so if you want to fix it,
forgot what I was gonna say, but anyways. Welcome back to the show. If you're not already, go and check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can also get every single episode of the podcast, which is up to date, most current, being today is Wednesday. I threw myself off being down here. But Monday's show, up to date, ready to rock and roll. All on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at. Don't forget, Haps is no longer. We moved platforms. We're on StreamYard now, so you can get us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. All at Nonsensical Nonsense. So go give us a follow. Give us a like. And if you be so kind, give us a share. Most importantly.
Conrad, what's good?
What's going on, Tim? Thank you. Appreciate that. We do have a merch store. If you're interested in any of that stuff, at teespring.com/nonsensical nonsense podcast. You can also email us if you'd like to email us right down there at the bottom of the screen, nonsensical nonsense podcast at gmail.com. If Jeff takes it off because he's playing with everything, I'm going to kick his ass.
No, I'm
playing. Leave it up there for the time being. You guys,
himself.
Yes, you guys can email us. If you want to get into the starting five, send us your list. You guys want to email us shout outs, birthday wishes, anniversary wishes. If you want to roast us, if you want to give us some love, whatever you want to do. If you got a cool story you want to share with us, go ahead and email us because I do want to start doing a listener email part of the show where we can read some of your guys'. Yeah, we can read some of your guys' emails and all that fun jazz. So you can do that by emailing us at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com. And I think that's everything, isn't it, boys?
I think so.
Fuck, I don't know.
I believe so myself.
So yeah, go give us a follow, go give us a like, go give us a listen. And if you'd be so kind, feel free to share. Because unlike my fucking co-host.
Motherfucker, I just
No, you motherfucker didn't.
I just shared the live out to like all.
I don't give a fuck about you sharing the live. I've told you that.
I shared it.
I want the podcast shared out that you two knuckle dragging gorillas don't seem to figure out how to do.
I don't know how to work my phone.
But you can't tell me that you share it out because I get the notification and I can also look at the insights and I can see how many times it's been shared out and all that fun jazz.
I shared it out.
Lie like a dog on a rug with a broken dick, as Jeffrey would say.
No, it's a broke dick dog on a rug.
Either way.
Get it right, damn it.
Either way, I fixed it and made it better. I'm sitting here, I'm like, hey guys, the new podcast is up. Go ahead and share it out if you be, get it shared out.
Service announcement since we're on StreamYard now.
Oh, get it shared out, all that stuff. There should be at minimum between us. At minimum.
Personal testimony. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm with
What's up, fella? I know you shared.
I shared mine. Shit.
At best, at minimum, when I post the podcast on the Facebook, there should be at least 100 shares. I'm getting kicked out of groups because I'm sharing the podcast so much. Groups that I enjoy. Jeff, I swear to God.
I didn't do that on purpose. I was trying to change my background. I did it on accident. That was my bad.
Stop playing with buttons during the show.
No, I was trying to change my background.
But yeah, groups that I actually enjoy, I'm getting kicked out of because they hate me now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, some of them I'm getting booted out of because I share God forbid you share one thing once a week.
That's happened to me before. That's why I just put it on my page. And
I share it everywhere. Share it everywhere because you never know what you're gonna, what group's gonna like it, what group's gonna.
All the groups I'm in, they're already my friends on them. So when I got it on public, it goes not only to my friends, but their friends and everything. So it goes all the way out.
So you're only in groups with just your friends? You're not in random ass groups?
But most of the groups that I know of, like I said, I can put it in the group pages, but I almost got kicked out of a couple of groups, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
When I shared some shit before, I shared some shit like 50,000 people. It was ridiculous. But most of the people that I got on Facebook, they're already global, so I do throw it out there. The fancy cars, the women in caviar.
But everybody can share. But I won't yell at you guys. I'll yell at these two.
Thanks a lot.
Damn right. Thanks a lot.
Hey, yo, Smoke, old boy changed his name too. I think I'm gonna go in tonight.
I know you're talking about.
And you know what? If you ain't gonna share names, don't even bring it up.
I'm bringing it up. I ain't gotta share names.
Yeah, you ain't gonna bring it up.
People already figured it out. A couple people already figured it out. And he was talking shit again.
No, like I said, bring the name up. Don't be a pussy.
I'm not being a pussy. I got
not all of us live on these apps, so not all of us are going to
I was going to say,
all the free time in the world to try to figure out what make believe character you're pissed off at.
Oh, it's not make believe.
What's free time? I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do. You just spend a lot of time doing what you want to do, so you don't realize you have free time.
Yeah, exactly. I spend
all my time working on the podcast.
Podcast related stuff if I'm not at work. Hell, I was at work today doing podcast related stuff.
You can't do that.
I thought you were sick.
Well, I was there today. Tomorrow and Friday,
okay.
I'm sick.
I
told you, I got an eye problem tomorrow and Friday.
You got it, Debbie. I got it. Trust me. They have to change his name.
But, well, feel free to share in the comments since Tony won't because he's scared.
I'm not scared. I'm just doing it different. Everybody, see, everybody else wants to throw it out there and have the conversation about it. I want to have the conversation with that person first. Then they'll see who the fuck I'm talking about.
The person don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, he knows who the fuck I'm talking about. That some bitch, no. A couple people already figured it out too. And they was kind of in agreement with me. They was like, whoa, no. They said exactly like Jeff said, oh hell no. That's exactly what they said. It was just like they was like, oh hell no.
Debbie, name drop.
Even people that got differences with me like, wait. No, you ain't that bad. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I'm on that ass.
Hey, that's funny, Chris. You and I are feeling alike again because I actually
What's
put
that?
it up on my computer here. So
What's that?
you put in the banner.
And Smoke, I've been hanging around you too long. I started composing.
I was just pulling it up in my background so I can read it out.
That's right, Debbie. Thank you.
Yeah, I already had it pulled
well,
up.
Now that we're on StreamYard, it doesn't slow down my computer, so I can actually read it out or type it out as we're doing it. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, because I like I said, I pulled it up because I fixed it and made it better.
How did you make it better?
Well,
Oh, you put it on. You put both on one thing. I saw that.
yeah, and I made it.
I'm serious, Smoke. I was concocting shit today. I was concocting shit.
And I made it's starting 5. Go vote. Pick the winner.
I put in a comment. I even put, especially for the chatters box, I put, can anybody take Jody from her throne of winning?
I want to say
you decide.
Even Mike voted, so shout out to Mike being out there contributing.
I saw that. So,
I'm waiting on you, homie. Get your ass back up here. We got shit to do.
Okay. Oh, yeah. What he said.
We got shit to do.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
Talking to Mike.
He ain't coming back.
You are Triple H. He is Shawn Michaels. Me and Mike, we're the New Age Outlaws.
What does that make me?
I just told you who the fuck.
Oh, you talking about
Michaels.
Oh, I'm Shawn Michaels?
If you're going to do the NWO.
Fuck, I gotta look that up. Who the fuck is Shawn Michaels?
Jesus
I don't know if he's
fucking
cool or not.
Christ.
I don't
Shawn
watch
Michaels
fucking
is?
wrestling. I have better things to do.
I had a guy that does a wrestling podcast that invited me to come on his show.
Huh?
Yeah?
A guy that does a wrestling podcast that invited me to come on his show today.
A couple of wrestling folks. I'm in a wrestling group on my Facebook page. We got quiet. I told them I can't do it no more. I took the past 2 years off because it ain't been the same.
Yeah.
Because Drew McIntyre.
Mhm.
Shit.
Right? But we do got the starting five. I got the numbers, I got the votes, I got the
All right.
The
Well, let me
winners
read
and
them
the
off here
losers.
real quick since I can actually read them off my screen.
I was gonna say I had them pulled up and
Oh, I
ready
got
to go.
I got them ready to go. So Chris had Deadpool.
Start with
Waiting.
the chatters box.
Well,
Is this the first time we've ever done that?
You're right.
We always
Sorry.
start with the chatters.
So
No,
Jody
no.
had The Hangover.
Got
Yep,
to go.
first one. Beverly Hills Cop 1. National Lampoon's Vacation, the original. Horrible Bosses, the first one. And Raising Arizona. Tim had Caddyshack,
You know,
The Big
on that real
Lebowski.
quick,
Yeah.
on that, the Horrible Bosses, I never knew there was a sequel to that movie.
Yeah, the sequel's not as good.
I didn't know there was a sequel to it. Because Jody said the first one, and I was like, isn't there only one? And she's like, no, there's two.
No, there's two.
My bad. I didn't know that.
So Tim had Caddyshack, The Big Lebowski, Airplane, Dumb and Dumber, and Uncle Buck. I love Uncle Buck. I forgot to vote. St. John had Caddyshack, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, American Pie, Grandma's House, and Animal House. Grandma's Boy, sorry, and Animal House. And Eleanor had Shaun of the Dead, Napoleon Dynamite, The Birdcage, the original, the remake, sorry, The Pink Panther, the original, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So who wins today, Chris?
In the chatters box, the votes came in, and they went a little something like this.
I dare say it was Jody. I think she had the best.
St. John had 3 votes. Mr. Tim Conrad, he had 5 votes. Sorry, I couldn't read my handwriting. My bad. I apologize, guys.
Welcome to my world.
I was about to say that shit.
I can't read my own. That's why I was reading it off the computer.
Mm-hmm. And then it came down to 2, Eleanor and Jody.
Nice.
And let me just say, this is a dogfight.
I was going to say
And I actually got into a conversation about Eleanor's list on one of the Cleveland Browns pages that I follow about her number 1 pick, Shaun of the Dead. And they were like, that's in a category of itself. Everybody was fans of it. But it was, it needs to be in a category by itself type deal. Then we started talking about Simon Pegg and Nick Frost movies and all this other random stuff.
The Cornello trilogy is the greatest film series of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll fight anybody that says different.
Yeah. But the votes did come in. It was a very slim margin, 10-9.
Nice.
Nice. By 1.
Nice.
Whoa. Stop.
Well, if I can, I never did vote, so I'm going to go ahead and vote here real quick, and I might tie it up or break it, but I'm going to have to go with...
You can't vote because voting cuts off at 5 o'clock.
Shut the fuck up. Write the list. I can vote anytime I want. I am going to go for your girl, though, because she's got National Lampoon's Vacation, so...
Just making up rules as we go.
Why not? That's what we always do. Well, I did not vote because I literally forgot after I posted them. I went right back.
Well, I just assume with recent activities as far as our list goes that Tony voted for himself, you voted for yourself, and since I'm the only one that actually votes for somebody other than myself,
give me a second and I'll go ahead and vote. I would go ahead and put Tony's as my vote this week.
Shit.
Because he has Blazing Saddles.
Thank you, damn it.
And Down Periscope I did not think of.
Which is phenomenal.
It is that movie. I completely forgot about it, but that movie
Let's
is
be clear. My list is better than yours.
South Park, I do find an odd choice.
Better than who?
Tony. I do find an odd choice. I did not see that coming. I will say that is your curveball, sir.
That is one of the funniest movies ever.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. It's hilarious.
Yes. And
But I
I
did
got to
not see
stand
it
on that.
coming
That is
on
one
your
of the
list.
funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
I believed it would show up on mine or Chris's list before
What?
yours. South Park.
the movie.
I fucking hate South Park. I've told you
I
that
know.
a million times. I watched half of the first season. It was the worst. It is the worst television show ever made. There's
No, it's
nothing
not.
funny
No,
about
it's
it.
not.
I
The movie
beg to
was
differ.
fucking
I
horrible.
beg to
Oh,
differ.
we gotta
I
set
hate
that
the
shit up
fucking
one day.
Simpsons.
Make that list. The worst television show ever made. We need to set that shit up. Motherfuckers.
Simpsons was great back in the day, but now Simpsons is trash.
No, I've
30
never
years
liked The
old.
Simpsons. Not once.
The South Park movie was one of the funniest fucking movies ever made.
Nah, I'm not a big fan of it.
You can do it. It's all up to you. Okay.
I'm not even a big fan of I don't like the creators of South Park. I don't find them funny. I'm sorry.
Really?
They're not.
Content is
No,
classic.
you have to give them Basketball was a fucking brilliant movie.
No,
Really? That movie
I don't like them.
up.
I don't find them
Put
amusing.
that on the same level as Dodgeball.
Yes.
I don't like them. I don't find them amusing. I think they're tryhards.
I said, how would you like to say?
I think a lot of
How would you like to take my balls?
their jokes are recycled over and over and over again.
So
They weren't.
You didn't see the movie. You didn't
I just
see
said
the
this.
movie.
I did see the movie. It was terrible.
So
The Simpsons were good back in the day, but I don't like The Simpsons anymore. I haven't watched The Simpsons in probably
I do
10
love
years.
me some Family Guy, but I don't watch it. I mainly watch clips.
I used to I like Family Guys. Now I like Family Guy in small doses. American Dad has always been one of my favorites. But
Family Guy and American Dad are Seth
they're
MacFarlane.
yeah. No, they're by the
Tony,
same
that
guy.
reminds me, the Star Wars versions of Family Guy, dude, you will
priceless.
die
Priceless.
laughing. They're
Priceless.
genius.
Priceless. Yes.
Holy shit.
But
Fucking Stewie as Darth Vader. Funniest thing I've ever seen.
the winners in the winner in the chatters box this week,
go ahead.
like I said, by a slim margin, 11-9 was Jody for her
Okay.
fifth.
I think it's fourth or fifth in a row.
Well, not in a row.
Well,
might be her third in a row.
in total.
But it was 10-9. And
Well, no, she
so,
had
yeah.
me with the National Lampoon's Vacation because I fucking love that movie. I think Chevy Chase is a cinematic gold. But going into ours, so Chris had Deadpool, the first one, Waiting, Super Troopers.
No, I had both Deadpool movies. Since we're just changing the rules up as we go.
Okay, whatever, sure. Doesn't change my vote. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Big Daddy. Tony had Blazing Saddles, South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. That title still cracks me up. Down Periscope, Not Another Teen Movie, and The Longest Yard. And I had Coming to America, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Money Pit, Spaceballs, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I will say, Tony, when I said Deadpool, you're like, that's not a comedy. And then you put Longest Yard.
Yeah, I do have to say on that note, Deadpool is more of a comedy than Longest Yard. But
I'm not arguing with Longest Yard. I'm not
arguing. It is a funny fucking movie.
It was comical that you're like, really, Deadpool? That's not a comedy. Number 5, Longest Yard.
that whole thing where they're talking about dude's dick, and he's like, if I wanted to beat him, I don't want to.
I don't want to kill him. I just want
to beat him.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to kill him. I was like, I'm thinking it's this dude's dong. Jesus Christ.
We're going to see you and your pet iguana later.
Exactly.
No, Longest Yard had some funny ass parts in it, and I like that movie, both the original and the remake.
Oh, the original's genius, but it's Chris Rock's character and the original guy. I cannot remember his name. The original is way sadder when that character dies. It's even more fucked up too.
Oh yeah. I agree.
Like it's like holy shit. Even though you know it's coming.
I think in the original, it was more fucked up. Than
It was also less of a comedy.
Well, no, you knew it was coming in the remake,
right?
So you weren't completely, because the first time I seen Longest Yard, you were completely blindsided by it.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit! In the remake, you knew it was going to happen, so it wasn't. It still sucked, and it was still fucked up, but it
I
wasn't
think
as
the
bad.
remake was very well done. If you
It was
want to
excellent.
It was. It was. I mean, they did make it a little bit more of a comedy than the original, but like you can't. Courtney Cox was hilarious as the bitch that he stole her Bentley.
Yes.
Where in the original, Burt Reynolds steals a car from a chick, and you're like, who is that chick? I don't know who that is.
Yes.
But Courtney Cox telling him he's a monkey and go get his monkey suit on and get out there. That was funny.
But
I think we need to spend some time apart.
I think we should break up.
But the votes came in, the numbers were counted, the tallies were tallied. Jeff making rules up on the fly, changed the numbers a little bit.
I changed one vote. Only because I didn't vote this week because I got seriously busy.
No. All I had to do was take one away from you and give it to Tony. Because I just assumed that you guys were voting for yourselves like you normally do.
I try not to vote for myself because
I really do look at to see how many of those movies I know. That's what
right. No, that's the understanding.
Movies that I know.
Like there's nothing on these lists that I don't like. I've seen everything on here.
I hadn't seen
everything.
So for the list that had the most movies that I know.
Tony's lists are usually movies like, oh God, I gotta look that up. I've never seen that. That's a Spike Lee joint. I haven't seen that one. Okay.
Why? Spike Lee makes some good movies.
Oh no, I'm not saying he doesn't, but I haven't seen them all.
But anyways, Tony, Jeffrey, and Glick.
Who wins?
9, 10, 15 were the numbers.
Oh, shit, here we go. Here we go.
So I'm 9 because Tony and
I'm 9 and he's 10.
No, I think you're 10 because he took a vote away from me and put it on you.
It might have put me there from 8 to 9.
Or maybe we got lucky in that, and your 10 went to 11 and I got 15. Or your 9 went to 10.
You guys doing math is fantastic. We should just do that.
I know, right? Jesus, let me get my calculator out. I can't even remember what the votes were.
You just ain't wearing those shoes.
There's going to be a new segment.
Hold on, let me take off my shoes because somebody got more than 10.
Tony and Jeff do math. Join us in the second hour. Join us at hour 2 with Tony and Jeff math class, math 101.
Math 100 because 101 is for basics.
After algebra, I'm in trouble. Go ahead.
As I tell people at work, I can't count to 10 without taking my shoes off. So
I wouldn't tell too many people that, but
I tell them that as a joke, but it's also so I'm not responsible for any calculations.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of my get out of jail free card.
Are you guys done being mathletes? This week's winner is none other. Woo! For the 16th time. Your boy, as Cameron said, Glick's still slaying them.
Are you playing a Space Odyssey?
Wow. It's Ric Flair.
Oh, okay.
Woo! I catch your ass, Rick.
Well,
the 16-time champ, Glick, in the house. Step your game
for this
up,
week's.
I can't give you guys wins.
Ow! You fucking dog just bit me.
It's peanut butter time.
This week's list is a different concept. It is along with our movie theme because we always do movie themes of TV shows. It is actors that are, if they're in a movie, you're in.
You would think at some point you would change the game up a little bit and maybe give you guys a fighting chance.
No, but this
Well,
is
game, I'm a
actors that if the actor's in the movie, you're in.
So it's
Right.
basically we're rehashing our favorite actors again.
Right, but this is
So we've already done
not
this.
male or female. This is male and female.
So we're rehashing.
Movies that your favorite actor is in?
No, if for instance, one that Chris and I will probably not pick because we both will be afraid the other will pick is Nick Cage. If Nick Cage is in a movie, I'm in it. I'm going to watch it.
So pick
So,
actors who whatever movie they're in, you're going to watch.
Basically, Tony, we are somebody's phoning it in this week, and we are rehashing our favorite actors and/or actresses.
Okay, fine. You want to be a dick? I'll change it up.
Movies that your favorite actor was in. The best movie that your favorite actor was in.
No. It's just the actor.
Actors.
I really hate
actors
this
that
change. Y'all are killing me with this shit.
Actors.
That's what I said.
If they're in a okay, fine.
That's what I said. It's favorite actors or actresses part 2 is what you should have said. You're trying to do too much with it, and it's confusing as hell to not only us but the chatters box.
Fine, I'll change it. Worst movies ever.
All 5 of them. Star Wars, South Park.
There were 9 of them.
Fast and Furious,
and actually 11.
Fast and Furious.
So this week we're going to do worst movies ever.
Stevie Wonder, how you doing?
Stevie Wonder.
And,
Human Centipede.
Can I change this? Can I do this week's category?
I've not seen that.
Pushing this list all the way out too far.
What?
Y'all pushing this list all the way out too far. Can I make this week's category?
Yeah, go ahead. Sure. What do you got?
Worst horror movies we have not done yet.
See, I thought about doing that, but I can't think of 5 horror movies.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. This is what we have not done.
Okay, let's just do horror movies.
We have not done worst horror movies. We have not done favorite vehicles, favorite outer space vehicles. Remember
that's
that
a
list?
tough call. Yeah, I do, but that's a tough call.
We have not done
actors with the most movies
that couldn't be remade yet. Remember that?
Yeah, that's true, but that's a really long list.
I still stand that's not going to be that long of a list, and it would be harder to come up with 5 for each of us than anything else.
Because
movies that cannot be remade. Put it this way: they can't do the shit in the 80s. They can't do the 80s shit now.
Yeah, they can.
They can barely remake American Pie now.
Exactly.
They just rearranged the script a little bit. It's been done.
Well, you got to take some of the offensive-ness out of there.
Yeah, so I said you just rearranged the script.
No, but like,
say as much as you want.
What Tony's trying to say is what Tony's trying to say. If I'm not overstepping,
no, you're fine.
Is a shot-by-shot remake could not be made. Like, don't change the dialogue, don't change the actors. Couldn't be made today.
But that's the thing. Most of these remakes are not shot-for-shot remakes. They remade National Lampoon's Family Vacation. It's not word for word, shot for shot.
No, but that's not even the same movie.
No, it is. It's a remake.
And we have not done the top 5 best actors yet. Those 4 lists I still have left from when I first came up here that I kept my list for.
No, best actors we've done.
No.
That was like the first list we did.
Did we?
Chris and I did.
Are we doing worst horror movies? See, this is you guys are just confusing the shit.
This is what we're trying to decide.
We're not done yet.
The first list Chris and I did was
we do this
top
every
5
week.
male actors.
Talking to the audience right now. We do this every week. You'd think at some point.
To the audience right now, when he has an option, he gets confused.
At some point, these guys would figure out how to do the show, and they would come prepared. I understand. I can't even get them to share the podcast, and I do all the work for the podcast. Literally, all they have to do is show up. They don't even have to do anything. They just have to show up. So, God forbid you ask them to do something tiny.
Watch how we make shit happen there.
Who makes what shit happen?
We can make shit happen. They don't try to tell you.
Who? What? Where? When?
Make shit happen.
What are you talking about?
We're going to stick with the original. I just threw the option out there.
Okay, again, you're being vague. Speak your mind, son. Stop just beating around the bush.
Clearly, when you rewind it, you will see the elaboration.
Who's going to make what happen? Who's doing good things?
I
wrote it down, worst horror movies. I was just saying, what Jeff originally said, we've already done. He just reworded it.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
So I say worst horror movies unless there's an objection.
So that's why I said.
I'm fine
That's
with
why I
worst
said
horror
if we want to do the original one that you wanted to do, we just say what it is, and it's favorite actors or actresses part 2. But then you have to go back and try to find your original.
I have.
I think you all did, and I wasn't here, so that's my fault. I could take
Yeah,
that out.
that was before we started. Before you started, Tony.
Yes.
Because that was the first list we did. Did we ever do the female version of it, Chris?
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
We
Y'all
did.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, we did
that
it like
one
2
time.
weeks later.
I think we
Or
did
a
it
week
with
later.
Mike.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, because I had because I think Mike picked somebody that I'd never heard of, which is not uncommon.
So starting 5 worst horror movies.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert, I got my list ready. Bring y'all's ass.
we know.
Spoiler alert, I bring my ass every week and I still smoke you guys, so
Oh no, I got some good ones.
I'll change the game this week.
notice
I think I'll do something different.
the name.
Oh, I got my number 1. already.
16-time champ. The champ is here.
It's only because they know you.
Who knows me? The random. Yeah, who knows me? The same people that knows you, that knows Jeff, or the people that
Most of your people don't know me. Most of my people don't know you.
I'm the only one that shares it. I put it in groups.
You put in groups. I got a few. I'm gonna jump through my groups this week.
Nobody knows us in groups outside of people who become fans of the show, and then they know all of us. That's the great thing about, and I don't put it in a whole bunch of groups. I put it into like 4 or 5 groups because I know they like to play along and they like to vote along. And then, like I said, we get into conversations like we were talking about the Shaun of the Dead thing today. And one old prick was like, "This is a Cleveland Browns fan page. I don't know why you're talking about movies." And one of the admins was like, "Shut the fuck up, old man, or leave."
That's right. Hey, say
So what are we doing? Worst
horror movies.
Okay, so we've agreed on the top 5 worst horror movies of all time. Why, for whatever reason, you think it's bad, whether it was too scary, not scary enough, too gory,
laughable.
whatever the reason
Plot
may
holes.
be.
Or it probably shouldn't have been made in the first place because it's so bad.
Yeah, I got to try to not pull a Tony or a Mike and keep it to stuff that people will know because me being a horror fan.
No, I get that.
No.
But like I'm looking online because I don't know horror movies, so this is a hard list for me. And some of these, maybe 3 of the ones I found so far,
you don't know any horror movies?
They scare him. He scares easily. But Chatter's Box.
No, I don't like horror movies because I find them ridiculous. Why are you running upstairs when you should be running out the front door?
What movie was that? Make that list.
All of them.
Every fucking horror movie. What the fuck is this bitch running up the stairs for? The front door is right there.
But in the Chatter's Box, for anybody who's listening, right there at the bottom of the screen, if you're watching us live, there's the email, nonsensicalnonsensepodcast@gmail.com. If you guys want to shoot your list over, go ahead and do that. You got until the end of the show Saturday night. It's your top 5 worst horror movie picks. And I've already got 3 of them.
I got 10 already.
I got 5 easy.
Jeff says, I already got 10. And he got, right after he says, I don't know anything about horror movies.
No, that's because I looked up on Google.
So you
My friend Google helped me out. But I literally go on like certain stuff like this.
Mhm.
I'll go on to Google and pick 5 or 6 lists and pick and choose from said lists.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I do have my number 1. My number 1 pull I have, and I have seen the movie, and it is a big piece of shit, and it should never have been made. I'll give you a hint.
No, don't do it.
1987. When it came out.
Yes, if you're doing what I think it is, yes, that does classify as a horror movie.
Yes, it does. It's more of a.
I already knew you were going to put.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah. Hey, beautiful.
Hi.
What's up, Chris? What's going on, man?
Not you, fucker.
Sorry, flashback.
Hey. What's going on, buddy?
The X.
So,
But yeah, that'll be an interesting list. It's one of those one I'll have to actually do some research on. But
yeah, I'll probably have to. Hi, buddy. I'm doing, Prince. But yeah, it should be interesting now that you guys have finally ventured into my world.
Yeah, well, I try to stay out of your world because you win enough, motherfuckers. So what, it's like Jesus.
Maybe going into my world and making you guys actually step your game up.
Well, you just wait. I'm gonna be
Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
Most used motors.
Okay.
Most used engines.
Hey Google, what's the top 10 most used engines?
I know that's the thing. It's like
LS. That's what
Can you say LS?
It's the Escalade V8.
Yeah, the LS.
It's
The LS1 is the most used V8 in the world. It's in fucking everything.
It's the Ford Probe Mitsubishi engine. Yes. I know that to be a fact that the Ford Probe has a Mitsubishi engine in it. I had a friend of mine who had one, and when he had to do work on it, we all found that out. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Ford does use a lot of Toyota and Mitsubishi parts.
Yes. Wow, I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about here. Doesn't happen very often, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about. When it comes to cars, it doesn't happen very often. But here, I know because he was so mad because his parts were like twice as much as what he thought they were going to cost.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mitsubishi parts are not cheap. I'm learning that fact over and over and over again.
I was going to say most foreign
Honda
car
parts
parts.
Honda parts aren't that cheap. They're not that expensive.
Yeah, Honda Civic engine is stolen a lot too.
Yeah. Well, Honda Civic is one of the most stolen vehicles in the world.
Yes.
I was saying, aren't they one of the most universal type engines too? I thought I heard that. I could be 100% wrong.
They're the most easily modified too. For a
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like universally, it's easy to bits and pieces, parts, and all that stuff on there.
Well, the B16 Honda 4-cylinder is the most sought after 4-cylinder in a Honda.
Yeah. This actually will be kind of hard for me being a horror fan because a lot of movies I know they're bad, but I still enjoy them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even do not chew on my chewing fucking dog.
Oh, here's another one.
I just gotta say, Mono's Hands of Fate.
Never even heard of it.
Oh, it's the worst B movie ever made.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it. But yeah, like I said, anybody who wants to get their list in, you got the blah, 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 email account right down there at the bottom of the screen. For those of you who are listening and not watching, it's Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast at gmail.com. Go ahead and send your top 5 list in. Let's see if we have new winners this week. Or if the king and queen, new entries, or if the king and queen of the starting 5 continue their reign.
Oh, like I said, this will be an interesting one while you're pulling up some music.
I'm not pulling up music.
Third hour starting.
Yeah.
I don't need to pull up music. I already have music.
Oh, that's what I meant. You know what I meant.
Yeah, I've already got it.
You know what I meant.
It's already there and ready to go.
Ready to start.
It's already there and ready to go.
I have to ask you about this movie, Chris.
What movie is that?
I can't tell you because I might pick.
Well, you're like, I have to ask you about this movie.
No, because it looked like I'm looking at it. It's got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I watched a movie the other night. The fuck did I watch? I can't remember. I watched the movie the other night. I was
no, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube and Facebook, Chris.
Yes, I told him.
Okay.
Fuck, I can't remember what it was. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take a real quick break. Got a little. You guys do not have to kill your cameras or anything like that. They automatically go down when I pull the video up.
Cool.
So we're gonna take a real quick break. got a little Blacktop Mojo for you since it's the second hour. We got to cover, and because I was trying to get it in quick, we're just going to go to a nice little go-to. I think a favorite amongst everybody. But if you guys don't know who Blacktop Mojo is, go ahead and check them out wherever you stream music and on all social media at Blacktop Mojo. They are in Indianapolis tonight, I think. Maybe that was yesterday. I can barely keep track of them. I don't know how they keep track of themselves, but they are on the road. So go check them out at Blacktop Mojo on all social media, wherever you stream music. Let them know we sent you. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes. When we come back from break, we have a brand new little mini series segment that we're getting ready to start that we talked about on Monday. And I got pretty excited for it. And I started doing show prep and work on that yesterday at work. And in a matter of an hour, I had about 4, 5, 6 websites with 6 different entries for this fun little Disney factoids that we were going to do.
Yeah, there's a ton of them out there.
Yeah, all kinds of different ones too. So not all the same thing, but I got a nice one to just kind of wet your whistle with tonight before we get into the real crazy shit at Disney. But we'll be right back after a little Blacktop Mojo.
Okay, I got you. This is about to get interesting.
Now here you go again, you say you want your freedom, but who am I to bring you down? Then it's only right that you should play it the way you feel it. But listen carefully to the sound. Dreams of loneliness are like a heartbeat drives you mad. Oh, the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost. Yeah, what you had and what you lost. Oh, and thunder only happens when it's raining, and
Oh, all right, we're back on. I'll get back.
Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying the show all around so far. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'm Glick, hanging out with Jeff and Tony, as always. If you guys aren't already, be so kind. Go ahead and check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can also get every single episode of the podcast on Spotify or anywhere you listen to podcasts at. Just go give it a search, give it a follow, give it a like, give it a listen. And if you'd be so kind, give it a share. We also are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday nights here on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. You guys can come hang out with us, shoot the shit in the chatter's box, all that fun jazz. And just a little heads up from here on out, brand new episodes of the podcast will be posted on Spotify every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Now that my life has become so much easier as far as posting and editing, I'm going to get them up the day after. So we'll be live, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and then the new shows will be posted Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday. That way, if you guys miss this live, you'll be able to jump right in there. That'll give you opportunities to get into the starting five chatters box or the starting five list. Be able to get on there and vote and all that fun stuff for the winners and all that jazz. But we are into the third hour, the final hour, the witching hour, if you would. I don't know. Just ad-libbing here.
Making shit up as you go on. So it's a normal day.
Story of my life. Hey, fake it until you make it.
That's right.
That's what, if you ain't first, you're last. Apparently. What?
Nothing talking about you listening. If you ain't first, you last.
Mm-hmm. But Monday we were kind of all over the place Monday. And one of the topics that came up that kind of stuck, and Tony, there was another topic that came up, and I'm really hoping you run with it. If not, let me know, and I'll run with it because I kind of liked it.
Go.
But the mysteries and strange facts and whatnot behind man-made lakes. So, like I said, if you want to run with that, you want to do the research, and I'd like to, give you time to do that. Whether we do it once a week or twice a week, however you want to do it, we can figure it out. But if you don't want to do it, then I'll run with it because I do know about some of the lakes and some of the stuff behind that is really cool. It's really fascinating.
Not the shit I've seen.
Yeah, even the stuff you've seen, I've probably seen it too, and it's still cool and fascinating. It's kind of
fascinating,
wild.
maybe not so cool.
Savage, disrespectful, and diabolical. The shit that I've seen.
Well, if you want to break it down and be a drama queen, you can. I'm trying to say.
I will. I'm gonna break this motherfucker all the way to fuck.
Because we already know you're our resident drama queen. So
fucking conspiracy. Watch that shit.
Maybe we won't run with that.
Never mind. I changed my mind.
Never mind. Cancel.
Going home.
I'm gonna cancel you before we ever even get started. No. It is interesting if you don't know the story behind some of the things. Same with Disney. If I wanted to be ultra serious and dramatic, savage, ruthless. Oh my God, it's diabolical. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. You'll lose your mind when we tell you about Disney. But speaking of Disney, that takes me right into what I was going to say. We got to talking about Disney and the dark side of Disney, the strange facts, the freaky facts, the creepy stories, conspiracies as far as Disney goes, strange rules. So it's something that I've already been interested before in the past, and I've read up and looked at and read and watched videos and all that fun jazz on.
Right.
But never really had much of an outlet to discuss it. So I want to go ahead and start into that. We're going to take out the top 10 for a little while and replace it with the quote unquote dark, creepy side.
Disney's dark past.
Yeah, dark past. Well, not necessarily its past either. And some things are going on currently.
Yeah, well, that's true.
The dark side of Disney. We'll go with that. The dark side of Disney. Little series, little segment. I don't know how long it'll last. Like I said, depending upon how much, how much stuff I can find that's not constantly repeating itself. But I got just a little article here. It's from MapQuest Travel to wet your whistle, if you will.
Okay.
But Walt Disney himself once said that the House of Mouse was the happiest place on earth. But both Walt Disney, I can answer for two of us. No, more than likely Tony will be there.
What's that?
Picking a fight with his make-believe bully.
Well, I don't have a bully. I got a head to bust.
But I don't know. I won't be. I definitely will not be, and I doubt Jeff will be. So
Yeah, I got shit.
if I was a betting man, I would say Tony would absolutely be there.
You will be a winning gambler.
Yes. But yeah, so Walt Disney himself once said that House of Mouse was the happiest place on earth. Both Walt Disney World and Disneyland attracts millions of fans and tourists of all ages every year with the rides and attractions. You got the Disney characters, the princesses in flesh. You get to see Disney characters. You get to see them in real life and in person. And just that all around Disney magic,
Disney joy. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Jeff, you make me sick.
I literally scrolled through TikTok while the music was going, and I saw that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Chris, check your Snapchat.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Get out
What
the
the
fucking
fuck?
house. Get out the house.
I'm going tomorrow. I have to go pick up my new toy.
Get the fuck out the house.
Is it that guy?
No, I'm picking up a violin.
A violator? You go to violin?
Violin.
Oh, violin.
I'm gonna buy me a violin and teach myself violin. Actually, I have a guy that's gonna give me lessons.
I said get out the house. He finds another reason to stay in. This motherfucker.
Kind of like how you learned to like your guitar you have sitting back there somewhere and that you learned how to play.
Technically, that was my wife.
Yes.
She bought the
But
guitar.
anyways, if I can continue with this Disney.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna get you guys both ADHD medicine, maybe some CBD, maybe some tranquilizers, so that we can
Fine. I'm doing
horse tranquilizers. But yeah. So you get all the magic behind Disney and all that stuff. People flock there every year, and to make memories and all that stuff. But with all that, there is a less than savory side of Disney between your urban legends, things that go on behind the gates and behind the scenes, but other stories have more truth to them, some of which have even been widely covered by the media. And of course, Disney, being a multi-billion-dollar company, has tried to sweep a lot of this stuff under the rugs to try to make it never, make it look like it never happened.
Never shows sees the light of day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as I said, there's stories for days about people being injured, dying outside of the parks. Some deaths aren't too surprising, blah, blah, blah. But this is just a little appetizer, if you will. It's got some key little factoids in it. But we'll go ahead and start with injuries at the park. Not every injury leads to a fatality, although some of the injuries people have sustained at Disney, either as a guest or employee, are quite awful. In 1983, an 18-year-old man fell off a Space Mountain and was paralyzed.
Jesus. But he got paid.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet he did. In 2000, a 4-year-old boy fell out of Roger Rabbit's car in Toonspin and suffered serious internal injuries, cardiac arrest, and brain damage after being drugged.
Shit.
Or dragged, whatever, underneath the car. Although he lived, there was a serious delay between the time of the incident and when medical emergency personnel was contacted, leading Disney to review and change their policies.
Quite
So
a few.
this is just getting
So they were like
fucking.
hoping he'd die?
No, he
They
didn't
have to
die.
pay him? No, I'm saying they were hoping that he would die so they didn't have to pay him off.
A 4-year-old boy, if he dies, they're going to pay their parents off. There was a kid a couple years ago that got eaten by an alligator at one of their parks, and I think the family got like 50 or 60 million or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, and that was at one of the resorts, not even in the park.
Bananas.
I only have one.
But this happened in that little boy. That happened in 2000. He did eventually die in 2009. He finally 9 years later he succumbed to his injuries. Disney California Adventure has also been the site of several accidents, such as when the California Screaming attraction malfunctioned and a train rear-ended another, sending 15 guests to the hospital.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. That's just just a little snippet of some of the injuries and stuff that have happened there. They do go into the violence at the park. People. In 81, a teenage. Yeah, in 81, a teenager was fatally stabbed during a knife fight. And yeah, right. In 87, a 15-year-old was shot in the parking lot during what started as a confrontation between rival gang members and soon erupted in violence.
You say California?
Yeah, that's some.
No, this just says Disney. It doesn't say which park.
That just sounds like something totally gangster. Let's be gangster and go to Disney. Gangster.
Gangsters don't like to have fun.
Just saying.
I mean, haven't you seen all the gangsters on TikTok doing all the fancy dance trends? Got Gangster Tony on Haps threatening everybody for the last 2 weeks.
Stupid. People call me stupid.
No, it's just because you're in a gang doesn't mean you don't want to go to Disney. You can't enjoy the day of Disney. In 2012, a young man's body was found near the Mickey and Friends parking structure. Although it was thought that it was a suicide at the time, there was no witnesses to the report that he had jumped. So he could have gotten his ass tossed off the side of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
In 2013, there were 2 small explosions in a trash can in Toontown area of the park that caused the park to be evacuated.
Toontown. That's new shit. Okay.
I don't think Toontown's new.
It's new since I've been down there. Since I've been down there, it's been shit. I think the last time I went might have been 2006, 2010. So yeah, it's new to me.
So when was the last time you was down there?
2006, 2010.
That's Toontown Disney is in Anaheim.
California, never been to that one. That's Disney World. I mean Disneyland. Disney World is Disneyland is California.
I'm just curious because I would think that Toontown would be one of the older.
It sounds like it would be one of the older ones.
No, 2003. Oh no, wait, that's online. Sorry, Toontown online. Toontown shut down in 2015. '93 in the Magic Kingdom, and in Tokyo Disneyland, it's still operating.
Shit.
Oh, okay.
But it's actually it sounds like they closed it down a couple months ago because it's going to reopen in 2023. So maybe they're adding some stuff or renovating or whatever. But so the explosion was a bottle that was filled with dry ice.
Oh yeah,
And a 22-year-old soon confessed to that. He was sentenced to a misdemeanor for possessing a destructive device.
He got lucky.
Right.
He did.
Well, yeah, nobody got hurt. Fortunately,
nobody died. That shit hits you, you done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can't even breathe it in and hope it'll warm up in time. You're done.
And then you got outside of the violence and whatnot, the employees often speak of the atrocious treatment of cast members at the parks by both guests and higher-ups. A common complaint about the lack of water and the strict rules imposed on those portraying characters in mascot costumes. Heat strokes are frequent. I imagine.
Well, supposedly they can't take the head off anytime, even in in the underground tunnels.
Well, in the underground tunnels, they're allowed to. You're not allowed to if you're on the park, if you're out in the public.
It's hot as shit.
I was a mascot for a semi-pro team.
But back in the day, I would believe it in those suits. But nowadays, a lot of those suits and stuff have built-in fans and air conditioners and stuff like that, and you wear a cooling vest. When I worked at Aaron's is a big difference from Disney, but the mascot for Aaron's, I was the only one in the store that fit in it. And I was like, I'm not wearing that thing in the middle of summer in fucking Charleston when it's 3,000 degrees outside. And they're like, oh no, it's got its cooling vest. And it was actually really, it was. Well, no,
I was in high school, my last year of high school, I was a mascot for the Mansfield Hawks, which is a semi-pro basketball team.
Yeah.
And that fucking thing, I was in a gym melting my ass off.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was actually surprisingly pretty cool in it, and it had like it had spots in there where I could actually put water bottles inside the costume, so it was really cool. I would imagine now with the technology and everything like that, it's probably
that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm sure Disney has something, but heat stroke mascots frequent among those who wear the mascot suit roles. Others have reported sexual harassment and other forms of abuse from guests and their managers. Some guests have also reported altercations with cast members.
Yeah, you can't be talking shit to them. Let them do their job and leave them
alone. There's a girl, and I think she's on TikTok, but I came across her feed on Facebook. She's a former Disney princess,
right?
And
she says, "Dads get handsy."
She does a whole series of nightmares as a Disney princess, and that's one of the things. The dads, teenage boys, even moms. She said to have sexually harassed her and stuff like that. She's like, that's the biggest complaint. No, not moms, just the guests in general.
Yeah, because they all, Snow White come out there with a bosom all out. What you expect? Cinderella come out there all pushed up. I mean, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then you got the girl that's dressed up as Tinkerbell. That's basically like the shortest skirt on the planet.
Leotard, no skirt.
Yeah, if that.
But but one woman sued Disney in '76, claiming that a cast member portraying one of the three little pigs in the "It's a Small World" attraction sexually harassed her, going so far as to grope her. Disney disproved this by presenting the costume, which had short, inoperable arms that made it impossible for the cast member to grope anyone while in costume.
Okay, so he was like, "Oh, he grabbed my ass," and she's like, "No, those hands."
I got T-Rex arms. What am I going to do?
Keep going.
Damn it! I should have picked another character.
You ever seen Jurassic Park? Them little motherfuckers don't be playing.
No, but probably what it was is like she turned, and the immovable hand is like a stuffed hand or something, and it touched her butt or her boob or something. And she thought dude was grabbing her ass. Or
he talked shit too in that costume, and they can't prove he did.
Yeah.
No, well, there's a video out of a girl. One of the guys dressed up as the bad guy, quote unquote, from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, Gaston.
Gaston, thank you. And she's like, Gaston, will you take me home? He's like, you're not Belle. Like clap back at her in the nicest way possible. And I was like,
well, he had to stay. Yeah, he was still in character. And that's one of the other things. They have to stay in character at all times. So,
and they're not allowed to tell you what character they are.
No, they're not. I can see that.
Which is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. But that's one of the other things. Like there's how like McDonald's and stuff like that has like secret menus. Well, there's like a quote unquote secret menu at Disney. And if you ask characters, I have that for down the road. But if you ask characters certain things, they have to respond.
Right. Well, they did away with the Toy Story one.
Yeah.
If you screamed out "Andy's coming," they all would fall on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they stopped that.
Yeah, because like Rapunzel, I think if you go up to Finn Rider and ask him what's in his satchel, because like that's that's the whole thing of Rapunzel. He's Finn's a thief, so he's not supposed to show you what's in his satchel. But if you ask him, then he'll show you the crown, but nothing else. So, but in '81. An incident that happened in '78 between Winnie the Pooh and a little girl went to court. The girl's parents claimed that the cast member portraying the lovable bear had slapped their daughter.
Yeah.
The cast member had argued that the little girl was tugging on the costume, and in the course of turning around, he'd accidentally knocked her over. He showed up.
Same thing, like I said.
Yeah, he showed up to the court in costume, which convinced the jury that the arms on the costume wouldn't have allowed the cast member to slap the child of the victim's height. So again, you're in costume. You have limited visibility as it is, and mobility. So in February 2012, the situation was reversed when an employee encountered a 53-year-old man near the Tower of Terror. The man allegedly was drunk and assaulted the employee who pepper sprayed him. The man continued fighting, and other guests had to subdue him. So beware, Disney characters carry pepper spray.
I don't blame
that motherfucker.
Yeah, but can you imagine the trauma of the kids nearby? Fucking Mickey just fucking pepper sprayed that dude.
Yeah,
I want to take
Mickey's
a picture of that motherfucker.
Mickey's
savage as fuck.
hanging out with Buster Bunny. He got game.
You got the issues with the employees. You got fatalities. Of course, not all those stories are simply rumors. Some of them are more infamous tales of death in the Disney park are completely true. In 1973 and in '83, some teenagers died in the Rivers of America attraction, both after violating the rules. So play stupid games, win stupid prizes. In the first incident, an 18-year-old and his brother stayed in the park after closing, and the teenager drowned when they attempted to cross the river.
Unbelievable.
10 years later, a boy stole a rubber emergency raft from a cast-only area of the park, only to capsize and drown.
Unbelievable.
A year after that, in '84, Dolly Young was riding the Matterhorn bobsleds when her seatbelt was unfastened. Young plummeted to the track below, only to be hit by another car and dragged along the rails before the ride was stopped. More recently, in 2017, a teenager died on the Rock and Roller Coaster at Disney Paris. When the ride stopped, her friends noticed she was unconscious. Park medics rushed to the scene, and an ambulance was called, but it was too late. Cast members are not immune to the dangers of the park either. In '74, an employee named Debbie Stone was crushed to death between the rotating wall and a permanent theater wall in the America Sings attraction.
Oh, okay, yeah, she's going in between scenes, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Also, some people have died by suicide or survived an attempt, suing the park afterwards. How are you going to sue the park after you try to kill yourself?
Well, there's that one chick there's one chick I read online. She's suing the guy that saved her life from drowning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's where that's why the Good Samaritan law was put in place.
Exactly.
But yeah. So by committing suicide in the park by jumping out of moving vehicles or otherwise engaging in dangerous behavior, such as the case in '94 when a man fell about 20 feet from the Skyway gondola. Just prior to that case, going to trial in '96, the victim admitted that he purposely leaped out of the gondola. Others, of course, have different reasons for attempting to hurt themselves. In September '94, a 74-year-old man leaped to his death from the 9th floor balcony in Disney Hotel. 96, a 23-year-old man jumped or fell to his death. And in 98, an employee jumped from the same floor but survived. 10 years later in 2008, a 48-year-old man leaped from the 14th floor. And in 2010, another person jumped from Mickey and Friends parking structure. These motherfuckers are just going to Disney to kill themselves.
Pretty much going there to do stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on top of that, it's. I mean, suicide's obviously a terrible thing, but why would you do it at Disney?
Yeah, I don't know.
Lawsuit money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you don't die, I mean, that's you.
Yeah,
But again, how do you sue somebody when you try to kill yourself? How do you sue somebody when you throw yourself off of a balcony?
Because they failed, and then they're like, well, shit, I better get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid.
And of course, we've all heard this one. I'm just going to touch on it real quick. People spreading their loved ones' ashes throughout the park. One of the fan favorites seems to be the oh shit, what is the name of it? The haunted house.
The haunted mansion.
You want
the haunted mansion.
On the haunted mansion? Just add to the ghosts, specters, and spirits around that motherfucker, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that seems to, from doing research, that seems to be the most popular destination to spread ashes is at the haunted mansion. So, and the small world.
I mean, if you believe in the whole ghost thing, that ghosts go where your ashes are, that'd be a great place to spend time as a ghost.
I guess.
But well, the one of the things I read, or I might have saw a video of that girl you were talking about, is that the cast of characters, they stay in a campus just like a mile from the park or something like that. Apparently, it's a big old fuck fest.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's anytime you put a large group of people together. It's the
Well,
same thing. Yeah,
Bunch of
it's the same
20-year-old
thing.
good-looking people. Yeah,
It's the same thing. It's the same thing at when in the Olympics.
yeah. Well, you see how they combated that in this year's Olympics. They
gave them cardboard beds.
Cardboard beds, but I'm sorry, as someone that's done some things in some weird places, cardboard bed ain't gonna stop me.
just give them condoms. You know they're gonna be fucking each other.
Exactly.
But and last but not least, other strange secrets. Most recently, Pirates of the Caribbean has been in that list too. Popular places to spread ashes. Those are your three. There are three most popular places: are Haunted Mansion, Small World, and Pirates of the Caribbean. But and there's other strange secrets. There's a host of other secrets that aren't quite as grisly, but are equally as interesting. Disney has many parks, so many that one has been abandoned. Before Typhoon Lagoon, Disney had another water park called River County. This is crazy, which has been closed and left to deteriorate from 2001 to 2015. And it is now being set to turn into a hotel, but it's sat rotting for the last 14 years. The reason they shut that water park down because there was a brain-eating bacteria in the river water.
Right.
And I think there was 2 deaths that were from it. And all the water slides and whatnot, the water for those slides were fed off of that river.
Oh, nice.
So it was a brain-eating bacteria that was in the water.
Brain or flesh?
No, brain.
Brain. Specifically.
That's why they shut down. That's why they shut down the River County.
I did watch a YouTube video of some kid. He explored abandoned parts of Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's it right there. There you go. That's it right there. I know about that shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, and another rumor that's circulated throughout the years is that there's a jail under Disney.
Disney jail, yeah.
Yeah, there is no Disney jail. As cool as that sounds, it's untrue. There is, however, a network of tunnels, call it the utilidors, short for utility corridors, that allow cast members and other staff to access different parts of the theme park and move around without being seen, as to not break the illusion and take guests out of the immersive Disney experience.
Well, yeah,
much like we've seen in Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yeah, 3, yeah. Well, it also, the parks are designed to keep you in, much like a casino. So they're somewhat of a maze. So where you take the under corridor, it's a straight shot to where you need to be.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least for tonight, the final unsavory fact that I got for you for this first part of this little series is how the park is rumored to treat their employees. In fact, there are whisperings that that they brainwash their employees are not uncommon.
I don't know.
While they likely don't go that far, Disney does apparently tend to go a bit overboard when initiating staff. Culture is top-down. Abbreviations like MK for Magic Kingdom are required, and cast members must play the part 100% while on the clock, including always smiling at guests. Water breaks are limited, and employees aren't afforded things like a regular work schedule or fair pay. Despite Disney claiming to be a family-oriented, many former staff have spilled the tea and shared their experience. Bottom line, Disney is anything but magical for their employees.
Yes,
So-
I've heard that they're well. I saw something else that if you lose your name tag, and they don't have time to make you new one, they'll just give you a random one, and you're Bob for that day or whatever the name is on that name tag.
Damn. But
Yeah, they won't make you a new one. They're like, you better find it today. You're Bob. Or
well,
Jim.
we might come across that down the road. We'll have to wait and see.
I saw that.
But despite all the tales of blood and pain and death, we still flock to Disney. Perhaps the parks get more than their fair share of attention when something goes wrong. After all, death and violence seem downright out of place with the ethos of the happiest place on earth, which tries its best to maintain a squeaky clean image. The fact that it is the site of tragic injuries, violence, murder, suicide, and other incidents only makes people more curious about what really goes on behind the scenes. We are fascinated by Disney, both because of the delightful and fancy-free images it provides us, the magic it promises. It promises us, and precisely because we know that such magic can't really exist, which makes discovering the seedy underbelly of the beast that much more interesting.
You ain't even hit the core yet.
No, I said this is an appetizer. You're gonna wet your whistle.
This is a moose boosh, if you will.
Because trust me, as I said, I have several websites or several sites with sources, different stories, different tales, different little factoids, all just really get crazy the more we dive into this. Woke turns to broke soon. Okay.
If you get a chance, if you got HBO Max, watch that documentary on Action Park in New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
I used to go there when I was a kid. I fucking
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Well,
I love that.
is that the same action park that the Johnny Knoxville movie was about?
Probably. And he probably tried to bring it back because all of us from up there love that spot.
No, well, that Johnny Knoxville movie is supposedly based on a real park. It's actually, I think it's actually called Action Park.
Action Park was
the
dope.
movie. The movie's called.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about too. Action Park was dope. They made a documentary about how dangerous.
I may not have seen that documentary, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because again, one of the wormholes that I dive into on YouTube a lot is abandoned parks, abandoned theme parks, and stuff like that. And a lot of times they dive into the real reason, and they get really in depth with some of the terrible shit that had happened there.
Dude,
and why
the park was so damn deadly, but they didn't have the safety measures in place. Plus, I'll be honest, motherfuckers is reckless. Back in the 60s and 80s, we was reckless as shit.
Oh well, yeah.
So I can't.
The only rule in the 80s and 90s was when the street lights come on, that's when you go home.
That was the only rule. You did what you wanted. If you didn't die, you didn't have a broken bone, you didn't do nothing.
And as
are you
Tony
dead? Are you bleeding? Is it broken?
As Tony constantly tells me, our parents all told us the same thing. Go outside. Go play.
Yeah.
Come back on when the lights turn on. You come in.
Get up.
And I honestly think I could say when I was 10, 12, up to 13, 14, there was times where I didn't come in the house unless it was time for bed to eat.
Right. You came inside to eat real quick, get something to drink, go right the fuck back out for a few more hours.
No, you drank out of the hose.
I've done that too.
Yeah, definitely.
You drank out of the hose.
And COVID still winning. This is some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
speak for yourself, buddy.
Hey, I've had it kick my ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Like I said,
I had it. It didn't really do much to me, but it just felt like a really bad shit day.
Actually, if y'all never seen that documentary, shit.
Well, like I said, that Johnny Knoxville movie, I think it's actually called Action Park. And I don't remember where it took place, but that movie's fucking hilarious. And it goes into the fact that the park that this guy ran, he literally took the safety measures off some of the things.
Yeah.
to make them more fun.
Johnny Knoxville movies. I don't see one specifically for a park.
Hold on.
I'm looking now.
Johnny Knoxville action park movie.
Action Point.
Action Point. Yeah, sorry.
It was not neglect. We survived. We had fun.
No, it was not neglect. It was, you know.
Go the fuck up.
Well, yeah. I mean, what happened when you wrecked your bike, boys? You skin your knee. Walk
Rub some
the
dirt
fuck
in it.
off. Rub some dirt on it. Get back out there. Try it again. You fucked up.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times the phrase, "Are you bleeding? Is it broken? Are you dead?" No. Okay, you're fine.
So I tell my kids, I said,
You're good.
It's a little blood. Rub some dirt on it. Go back.
All I
out.
see is Action Point. The other ones I've seen for the most part, that might be the movie.
Yeah, Action Point is the movie I'm talking about. That movie's fucking hilarious.
No, you're fine.
Well, I wouldn't say there's parts of it that are kind of hitting on what you're talking about. That Action Point documentary. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it was at Action Park. I'm reading it now. Action
Is it?
2018 American comedy film directed by Tim Kirkby and starring Johnny Knoxville and Chris Pontius.
Yeah, he's a
Both
monster.
of whom had worked together on Jack. He was inspired to make the film after seeing Matt Roberts' 2013 short documentary, The Most Insane Amusement Park.
Okay, so
about
yeah, so it's
Park,
based on the
New
Action Park.
Jersey, which is notorious for its poorly designed, unsafe rides, in addition to employing underage, non-trained, and intoxicated staff. Yeah, that was it.
You gonna be on the show again tonight?
Mhm.
He's fine. I got him.
Yeah, that was that.
But yeah.
Action Park with the shit.
You should actually see that movie, Tony. I think you'd get a kick out of it. Since you like Action Park,
Yeah.
I think you'd like Action Point.
And the name of the movie I was telling you all about is called Class Action Park. It's on HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
It's about an hour and a half long, and former employees are telling the stories. They tell about a lot of the injuries, and the owner was an ass. He didn't care.
Well, Johnny Knoxville plays the owner of this place, and he actually he cares about his employees. He
you don't get hurt unless you want to hurt yourself.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, no, I mean, speaking of back in the day, I remember my cousins and I, we got the bright idea. We used to play chicken on our bikes. And nobody wanted to be called chicken, so we'd just run into each other at full speed because we were stupid. Not a helmet in sight, man.
Yes, y'all were. The bikes were expensive. It took a year to get one if you was lucky in that year.
I must have gone through a couple hundred of them. But I used to go to the junkyard and get bike parts and build my own.
You have a junkyard nearby. You got lucky.
Shit, we used to have paintball wars, and we'd freeze our paintballs.
Yeah.
Smoke, I don't even remember that. I don't think I remember.
We used to go to the cornfield and use BB guns because
we would use BB guns too, but we also would freeze our paintballs and
you know what protected us? A jean jacket. That's what we wore. A jean jacket. And that's just because it was slightly chilly out.
Paintball was shirts versus skins.
Oh no,
blouses.
Yes, blouses.
Motherfuckers so stupid. Good. I love me some Dave Chappelle.
That shit was funny as fuck.
What the hell is Chappelle Show streaming on? I need to watch that.
It's on HBO, but
good.
it's on HBO, but it's on there's
on
episodes on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, Netflix took it off. I don't know if you saw that thing about Dave Chappelle talked about that.
Yeah,
that's because he shit on Netflix when their employees were protesting whatever it was.
No. Netflix put it on Chappelle Show, and he's like, "Dude, that's not cool." And they dropped it.
They weren't paying them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And HBO back in the day was like, "What do we need you for?"
Mm-hmm.
And now they have it on there, and they refuse to pay him. And he's like, "Oh, what do you need me for?"
Yeah.
That little thing where he it's not really funny. I mean, there's a couple parts where you laugh, but he's being 100% serious, talking to the crowd, telling you stuff he's not supposed to tell you.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Smoke, you think I'm lying? We seriously did that shit. Shirts versus
still do it.
Shirts versus skin paintball
In the woods.
Yeah,
in the woods.
We played
at night.
We played in my woods. Played in my woods and my buddy's woods.
I
Back
saw
home.
that too, Rick. It was. He went at him, though. But Dave didn't fall. People forget Dave got some bulk on him since the Chappelle show. He ain't that little scrawny.
Yeah.
He fell, but it wasn't because that guy hit him. He fell because he lost his balance. But
Yeah.
old boy got he got what he deserved at the end of the day.
His ass would have been in the half Nelson about to face the pedigree before.
I'd have thrown his ass back in the crowd. Let the crowd be
I had a last locked up like Triple H, like he's in pedigree.
Yep.
Before I finish, because I'm gonna finish this shit right damn now.
Hey man, we lived in the country. We didn't have anything else to do. We made shit up. We made games up, man.
Chris, you've seen my parents' house. I used to go sled ride down from the top stairs of my parents' house across the road because there was a jump on the other side.
Yeah.
And I've put 3 or 4 cars in the ditch because I'm coming down the fucking road and they swerve.
So we had more property than we knew what to do with. So
Yeah, well, I grew up on 27 acres. We used to. I still 3 years ago. My dad just found out 3 years ago that when I was 14, I put his $150,000 tractor on its rear tires for 45 minutes. I had it doing a wheelie, and it's just sat there for 45 minutes, and then it slowly just fell back down on all fours.
I have a buddy of mine that I went to school with that still has multiple BBs embedded into his skin from where we would have our BB gun wars.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to pump your Red Ryder 5
only
times.
pump it once.
Only pump it 5 times. No more, no less. Yep. Only 1, 2.
Yeah,
3.
exactly.
You're cranking that bit. You're like, oh, you need your friend's help to get it. You got it pumped up so much.
my buddy, we used to do that, and he didn't like getting hit, but he took his dad's shotgun scope and put on his BB gun, and he'd climb up in a tree and snipe your ass.
Yep.
That shit hurt.
I got shot with a BB in college. I almost beat that motherfucker ass.
Mm-hmm.
We used to shoot each other.
My one buddy, his dad used to get so mad at us because we'd sit on the back porch and shoot rabbits and squirrels. It would be all quiet. It would be a Sunday afternoon, quiet as hell. We're on the back porch, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, you just hear, pow, pow, pow. And his dad would come to, what in the fuck are you two doing? Nothing?
Well, we used to take the 22 rifle and take a 2-liter, fill it with water, set it 100 yards out, see who could hit it. With the 22, and then we got bored with that and took out the shotguns.
We were shooting rats and squirrels with slugs.
Yeah, I remember. You remember Ben Hart?
Yeah.
Ben Hart and I decided we were going to go squirrel hunting in my parents' woods, and it was me, Ben Hart, and Nate Ratcliffe, and somebody else. And you'd hear a shot go off, and then you'd feel buckshot, well, not buckshot, but pellets rain down around you. Yeah, they're shooting above you.
Shoot the man, let it fall back down. Yeah.
Because you're shooting a squirrel in a tree, and then but your buddy's 40 feet in front of you. You're just shooting over his head.
Well, and, you could shoot 40 rabbits in a day, and the next day there'd be 200 more.
Yep.
Because population control, there just was no control in the population for rabbits or squirrels back home. Because them fuckers were every damn where. It was some country ass shit. We grew up I grew up in the middle of nowhere. Jeff was probably closer to town than I was.
My closest neighbor was a mile.
Yeah, that was my closest neighbor. It was a mile, and one direction it was almost a mile. One direction it was Amish, and the other direction was my buddy. So
until my sister built, my parents sold my sister and my brother-in-law an acre.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they sold your sister and your brother-in-law. I was about to say, what the
They sold them an acre of the land on the far end of the land. And
times were tough back then, Tony. Sometimes you got
to get that new bike, man. But
sometimes you got to do what you got to do to make ends meet. And Jeff's family has like 16 kids, so
there's 6 of us. Yeah, there's 6 of us. But until my sister built her house, the closest neighbor in any direction was a mile.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric Sargent lived about 2 miles from me for a short time. And he had his dad, he was staying at his dad's house. His dad lived not far from me. And they had left a box of fireworks out overnight, and it got wet and then froze.
I can hear it already.
And froze. And we brought them over to my house. We were trying to get them to light again, but they were still frozen. And I remember walking back to his house. He's holding a whole, like 25 black cats. And the wick just all of a sudden went from just barely a cherry on it to kicking ass. And blew all up in his hand and shit. That fat dude jumped up 40 feet. I swear to God. Eric was a big dude, but I never seen him run so fast.
Scare somebody bad enough, they'll move.
Yeah, we used to, like I said, growing up in the country, we used to have to make shit up. Make shit up to do. Yeah, make shit up to do.
And a board and a log that becomes a ramp for your bike, real quick.
Or a slide on the mountain.
Yeah, exactly.
A hood of an old truck up the side of a hill in the wintertime, there's a sled for 6 people right there.
Oh, yeah.
Or better yet, just tie that hood to the back of a quad and keep going. Exactly. Jump on. If you fall off, hold on. Should have
hang tight, motherfuckers.
That's right.
I just realized I'm over here. During the show and stuff, I'm always jotting down notes and stuff. Actually went out and got an actual notebook instead of just random paper.
I know. I have a notebook, but my sister-in-law borrowed it.
Tony, shout out to you.
What happened?
The way that I put the scoreboard, the scores up here for the chatters box, spelled out the Jets.
You're welcome.
Jody, Eleanor, Tim, and St. John. I just put their first initial. Jets. Jets.
That's right. Apparently, they had a decent draft. I'm like,
they had a really good draft, dude.
I just remembered something.
They're being sneaky.
My grandfather built my parents' house.
They're in a tough division, but they're being sneaky. They did fantastic draft.
My grandfather, my uncles and aunts used to take crap that they would buy that eventually didn't work, and they'd take it up in the woods and stash it. And my cousin and I found a mini bike that originally had a 5-horsepower motor on it. And we could not get the motor work, so we ripped the motor off and we used to ride it down the hill. And there was no brakes on it. The seat was gone, so we duct tape a pillow to it. And to stop, we would run into a tree. We were like 12. Funniest fucking thing ever. To this day, one of the funnest times I had. My cousin from Chicago, he was in the suburbs of Chicago, so his closest neighbor was 2 feet.
Exactly.
He used to come down to what he used to call, I come down here on the farm to get scars. So I got a good story to tell the boys when I get home.
That's right.
He'd come down every summer and we'd find something dumb to do.
I was in the city with monkey bars in the jungle gyms.
What's that? I don't know what
that wasn't particularly safe either.
Old school playground equipment was survival of the fittest.
Absolutely. That's why the little bastards ain't in shape now.
We all know somebody that has a missing tooth or something because of that shit too. I remember.
Spelled it wrong too. That's jackass.
I didn't spell it wrong.
Ease nuts.
Ease nuts. It's supposed
Tony
to be
D. I put the dot.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Do you remember
Tony D. Ease nuts.
Remember Nate Ratcliffe? One of the buddies Chris and I was in school with, when we were like maybe 12, he had brought to school some handcuffs, like the play handcuffs, and he decided it would be a funny idea to run past the swing set, cuff onto the swing set while it was still attached to his wrist.
It's not good.
And broke his fucking wrist because he was moving.
Yeah.
He was flying. He broke his wrist.
Jackass.
I remember the gym teacher going, "You're lucky you still have your hand."
Right? Yeah, at the end of the day.
But I gotta admit, the motherfucker didn't cry once. He snapped that fucking wrist like nothing. 12 years old, didn't cry. I was impressed as hell because I'd have been bawling.
Adrenaline.
But no, yeah, exactly. But let's go ahead and start wrapping this dumpster fire up for the night. Hopefully by Saturday I'll have that other video I wanted to save, and then I won't have to try to share it, do a video or a share screen. But we do appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate y'all hanging out. Hopefully you like the new format and layout and all that fun jazz. We know we've had some fun with it tonight, playing around with doing different things.
Different names.
Some of the features that have made life a little bit easier for us. Speaking of making life easier for us, I'm over here. There's so much to do. We do appreciate you guys hanging out. We appreciate you guys in the comment section. Jeff and Tony, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me yet again for another episode of this crazy dumpster fire that we do. We'll be back again Saturday night for a brand new episode. We'll be drafting our starting 5 for worst horror movies in our opinion. You guys can get your list in. Go ahead and send those to the email at Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast at gmail.com. We'll go ahead and draft those Saturday night. We'll see what's going on in the world of news. And then, of course, we'll continue our Dark Side of Disney's new series. Maybe Tony will start Tony's Lake Savagery. Savagery? Is that a word? Savagery?
Be a quick story. I'm
Savagery?
I ain't gonna hold everybody up.
What's that?
I said it's gonna be quick. I ain't gonna hold everybody.
Oh
up.
no, I'm gonna give you we can rearrange. Like I said, we can do it once a week. That way it'll give you time to do research and stuff like that. A new one a week. Maybe we can throw it in on the Monday show because Monday show is just really not anything going on or whatever. We'll figure it out though. Like we always do. We just kind of wing it until we make it work.
Exactly.
But with that being said, though, we do appreciate you guys. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can get every single episode of the podcast on Spotify and everywhere you listen to podcasts at. Don't forget, you can join us live here and for the probably rest of the time we're doing podcasting. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thanks, Jeff. I was kind of blah. You can watch us live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And brand new episodes of the podcast will be posted to Spotify every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So you can follow there. Everything will be all up to date and all that jazz for you. Don't forget to email us if you'd like to at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com. You can go ahead and send us stories, shout outs if you want to wish somebody happy birthday, happy anniversary. If you got a quick, fun story, whatever you want to tell us.
Happy divorce.
You can roast us. You can tell us how great we are. What did you say, Jeff?
I said happy divorce.
Happy divorce, yeah. Whatever.
Happy anniversary. I said happy divorce.
Yeah, whatever you want to celebrate. We'll shout you guys out. We're going to start doing a listeners emails kind of section because that'll be interesting because knowing some of our listeners that are vocal and how they act, I would be curious to see the ones that are not vocal in the chatters box and just want to randomly send us stories and shit.
That would be cool. Like type up a quick story. Give us a backstory of something crazy you did. That's your everyone's homework for the next week. Send us a crazy story.
So, but yeah, I think that's everything. Got everything covered. I just got to do this. Share screen. I like that I can save videos because it makes this process
I know, right?
So much faster. We'll do that. We're going to end the show like we always do. Hopefully that should be sharing now with a little Blacktop Mojo.
Little wicked woman.
Little wicked woman. If you guys...
Tony, is this the first time you've actually seen this video?
Probably.
Oh, definitely. You need to check out this chick. Tell me she's not hot. Go ahead, lie to me. I dare you.
If you guys don't know who Blacktop Mojo is, do yourself a favor. Check him out everywhere you stream music and on all social media at Blacktop Mojo. Give him a like, give him a listen, give him a share. Yeah.
She likes the mood, she likes the night, she likes the blood on her hands. She dances naked through the trees until her eyes go red. She whispers spells into the wind and she communes with the dead. She throws the bones into the fire and in darkness she chants.
Raise the blade of my hand. Began to look she said.
Mother in the sky, take this sacrifice. I want to live forever. And now, the spirit in the earth, give me over. Make me a god like you. Around the woods, 1,000 eyes look on as she stops the feast. There was a smile on her face as she watched my soul leave. Later left to back her head as blood ran down her chin.
She said.
Sir, can I help you?
Do you have any weapons of any kind? Anything to defend yourself?
Sir, this is
a speedy mark.
We have hot dogs 2 for $1. I just put them on the roller yesterday. They're pretty good.
No, man, like something sharp, something like I can stab, defend myself with.
I've got some sharp
Better
cheddar
combos
combos
over there.
If you
I like Ritz Cracker pregnant with cheese, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm gonna take one of these lighters and I'm gonna.
The Blacktop Mojo is playing over the loudspeaker for the music and this.
Yeah, but look behind the teller too, Tony. There's a bunch of fucking. That's all ammo on those.
I see. I know that shit. I'm looking at.
It's guns and ammo.
Now he's gonna give him a damn blade looking like Riddick.
Here she comes.
Whatever, man. Okay. There's that.
Here she comes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tell me this woman ain't gorgeous, Tony. Ah, damn.
In the sky, take this sacrifice. I want to live forever. And now, the spirit in the earth, give me over. Make me a god like you.
Here it comes. Get my wife one of those outfits.
Oh shit!
Oh shit, Chuck!
Oh shit, Chuck!
I love that it's the first time Tony's seen this video. He's like, damn, you boys are fucked up.
Take this sacrifice. I want to live forever. And now, the spirit in the earth, give me over. Make me a god like you.
Tony. You're in full view. Damn.
Jesus.
Calm down.
That's a good looking broad.
I mean, I'm saying she's looking like she's in shape and shit.
That's actually the long-haired guy's girlfriend. The guy that goes into
The
the shop.
the guy who went into the gas station asking about
That's
the
his
restaurant.
girlfriend.
That's his girlfriend. So that's why I tell Jeff to shut the fuck up all the time, because now he's going to get you started, and you two are just going to disrespect the hell out of that man.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm saying the woman's in shape, and I want to know where
I'm
she
not
got
mad
that
at
outfit,
you,
so I
bro.
get my wife.
Hey,
I want to get one of those outfits.
all I gotta
for my
say
wife.
is,
That's all I gotta say.
If I heard you say some of the things that you've said about her on the podcast, I'd break your neck if you said it about my woman.
Why do you think I don't
Bro.
talk about your woman, dumbass? I was born at night. It wasn't last night.
But that being said, we are done.
Just
We are
saying,
out of
Judy.
here.
Hey.
She might kick your ass too. But with that being said, we are out of here. We will see you guys Saturday night with a brand new episode. Jeffrey, let them know one time.
Deuces.
Tony, be
Changing
angry.
it up.
Oh, he's not going to be angry. He's going to be
Changing it up.
angry. You know he's going to be angry.
I ain't the biggest and I ain't the baddest, but I ain't the first to run either.
And with that, I say, join us. Same nonsensical channel, same nonsensical time. Saturday. Goodbye, motherfuckers.
Peace. Hit the button.
Hit the button.
Hit the button, quick.
Oh, you know what? I can't fuck up and hit the button and end anything.
I know.
I hit the button and ask me. Are you
Yeah.
sure? Yes, I'm sure. Hit the button.